Yes, guys. There we go. My dumb ass had everything on mute. Big up everyone that's locked in. Like and subscribe. We've got another signing across the door, people. It's not a midfielder, but we move. We move. Big up everyone that's locked in. We got plenty to get into in today's video. Joao Felix to Chelsea, as we've already saw. We got the here we go from Fabrizio Romano. And yeah, we shouldn't be going backwards from there. Joao Felix should be announced by the end of today, people. So if he is, I might do a stream. I might do a video. Depends on the time. I don't think I'm going to be around in the evening anyway. But yeah, if I see the Joao Felix news, I'll try to drop some sort of content out. Big up, everyone. Let me know you guys' thoughts on Joao Felix to Chelsea. Are you gassed? Are you excited? Are you like me and you just don't really care, to be honest, because your interest in this season has disappeared? Let me know, but we will delve into it. So big up, like, subscribe, all of that. And yeah, there's also other topics to get into. What else is there? We've got Pedro Porro that we're linked with, and apparently he shagged Joao Felix's misses a good couple times. So yeah, that's not going to be the best of moves. Let me just put my charger in because my thing's about to die. For fuck's sake. There we go. Right, yeah, we're going to go through Pedro Porro. Lukaku, we're going to sadly discuss as well, because apparently it's not really that cut and dry that he'll be staying at Inter Milan for next season. So we might have to deal with the possibility of Lukaku returning to Stamford Bridge. As long as we send him straight back out, then yeah, I'm all good. But we'll discuss that. Marcus Thuram, there's still topics on him, so we'll get into that as well. And Enzo Fernandez, because we're still being stingy bastards with this one. Big up everyone locked in, though. Like, subscribe. Let's see what everyone's saying. Big up everyone that's locked in, though. We got over 200 of you guys in here already. You man must be excited about the Joao Felix news. At least there's something to be excited about, because there isn't really much to celebrate. Not a lot to celebrate. I don't know if Joao Felix changes too much for us. And we've had so many duds that I can't even get that excited for it. It's just nice. Welcome to the trenches, Joao Felix. Try and do something. If you really manage to ball out, maybe we'll go back in for you. Maybe we'll keep you. If he doesn't do anything, don't really blame him. Our team's a shower of shit. Back to Atletico you go. Simple as. 15, how much is it? 15 million? I think it's 11 million euros. Yeah, 11 million euros with 100% of the fee covered by Chelsea. Joao Felix has extended his contract with Atletico till 2027, which I think is in lieu of a permanent move in the summer. So I'm not really too fussed about that. And he'll fly to London. He should be in London already to undergo medical tests and sign for Chelsea Football Club. Fabrizio has also said Chelsea have a good relationship with Atletico, so even though this could be expensive, there will be no problem if Chelsea want to buy Felix after the loan, and the move doesn't affect Nkunku. It's a done deal. Let me know what you guys are saying. For me, personally, I've already said the only way I want to see this transfer go is if you have him directly compete with Havertz for his position, see who's the better out of the two, and bin off the loser. That would be what's best for us in this sort of situation. I don't know if we're going to play Felix as a second striker, as an actual striker, or as a cam, but I just don't want to see us play Felix out on the wing, because from everything I've read and seen about him, he plays his best football in the middle. So I would rather us keep him in that position. What else is everyone saying, though? Give me 1 sec, guys. I need to blow my nose. Sorry, guys. Fucking flus might be catching up to me again. Can't be bothered. What else is everyone saying? Big up Matt. Big up Henrik. Yeah, let me save that Thuram news as well. You just took the words out of my mouth with that one too. That's the only reason why Felix signed for another year. It's so Atletico Madrid can get more money from a permanent transfer. I think there's basically been an agreement that Felix is going to leave at the end of the season, just from the way everything's being the way everything's going, it looks like he probably will be leaving. But the question is, will it be to Chelsea? Will it not? And that all depends on how he plays for us. If there is a direct positive impact from Felix when he comes to Chelsea, cool. I still don't think it will mean anything in terms of top 4, but then that's a player that we could try and work around for the future. If he doesn't do anything, if he's worse, which God forbid he is, then just send him straight back. It's not that deep, and we move. I know a lot of people are still annoyed about midfield. I see Assad saying, have we neglected the midfield again? It is still only the 10th of January, but I don't like that we haven't brought one in yet. We've looked at forwards, we've looked at centre-backs. It's like, are we really ignoring the midfield again? But I won't jump to conclusions on that until we get closer to the end of the window. So we have to wait and see on that. The more details that come out about this deal, the worse it looks. Talk to me about it. Well, what don't you like about it? If it's the fact that there's no option or obligation to buy, I understand that. But if we've still got our foot in the door first and we're still building negotiations with Atletico Madrid, it's not all that bad. It's not all that bad. Chelsea reignite interest in Southampton midfielder Romeo Lavia. There we go. Some midfield news. If we can bring him in, I'll be a lot happier. A lot happier. Felix coming in to replace the bums in attack. Finally, something is happening. Bro, unless we get a midfielder, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Felix might improve our creativity. He might not. I don't know, because his creativity has come into question at Atletico Madrid too. So I'm not trying to jump into conclusions on this because we have been burned so much when it comes to past transfers. Just going to wait and see how it develops. Big up, Steve. Big up, Dyke. I hope you're all good, bro. Enzo's still possible because we're getting cheap attackers. From the way it looks, we still don't want to reach their valuation. And if we don't want to do that, let's just stop wasting everyone's time before you piss off Benfica more and they just never want to deal with us again. It's pointless. It's just a giant waste, personally. Big up Steve. Big up Daniel Knights. Big up John. Big up Fraser. Man said 2D Lewis. Can't be bothered. I don't know how Felix will be used in the best way. Neither do I, to be honest. But I've said he's so similar to Kai Havertz that he should be playing as competition to him. That'll be the best way to get something out of him, personally. Oh, wait, we got a super chat. Mr. Smith saying, get Lewis a ring light, a 4K camera, up the Chels. It's coming, bro. It's coming. Dyke also says cheap attack like Madueke means no Enzo or Caicedo. No, cheap attack like Madueke means Enzo or Caicedo. It's probably going to be Caicedo the way things are going. Probably is. Fucking hell, my nose is a mess today. Hakim Ziyech could be in the deal with Enzo. Deal not dead just yet. It is if that is the offer. They will not take Ziyech. They are not going to take players the other way. They want the 120 mil in cash full. And if they don't get that, they are not interested. So all this little haggling isn't going to take Chelsea anywhere. I don't know what player you could put that they would be interested in and they would be willing to let go of Enzo Fernandez for, but Ziyech is not the guy. Ziyech just is not the guy. We have 385 of you lot locked in here, and we ain't got 100 likes. Guys, hit the like button. Check out Jerseys FC in the description below for all your best affordable football kits as well. And yeah, big up. Minus 36, you know. Fucking hell. I think I would die in that weather. I really think I would die in that weather. Welcome to hell, Felix. That's your take. Yes, welcome to hell. Welcome to the trenches. I went from one dimension of hell straight to the other dimension. But hey, he might do well. He might do well. We're going to have to wait and see on that. Felix joining on Mount's birthday. Happy birthday, Mount. There might be your competition. Lewis, one question. Who creates for Felix? This is why if we play Felix as a striker, it's not really going to change too much. But we probably will because that's where we're playing Kai. So, I don't know. I don't know. What else? We can't even sell bum players. 80% of them are injured. 80% of them are injured or they're just not good enough. If we can't beat Fulham without Mitrovic, we are officially a relegation level team. Bro, I have some bad news for you, my friend. We probably aren't winning. We probably are not winning. I said Lewis taking a line. I better sound like it. It's fucking bad. Everyone's roasting me, bro. Yeah, my nose is a mess. We move. Simeone is leaving Atletico at the end of the season. I see that might be another factor why Felix leaves. Actually, tell a lie because they have had a bit of fallout. I don't know. Maybe there could be a bit of a change in structure at Atletico Madrid. Maybe they're going to bring someone who plays more positive football, and maybe Felix would want to stay as a result of it. But I don't think he would have re-signed for another year and then gone on loan unless he was trying to raise his transfer valuation. And from what I've been reading, the whole point of this loan is just to raise his value anyway. So they're looking at selling him in the long term. Felix and Nkunku in, Havertz and Ziyech gone. Yes, and we can improve as an attack. Well, depends on how Felix performs. I'm really not jumping to conclusions with this one. I just want to see how he performs in England before I even make a judgment on him. We have been burned way too much with way too many high-profile transfers for me to care right now. Just do what you got to do when you got the shirt on. Let's see how you perform. And yeah, maybe we'll go up a place or two if you do well. Maybe we'll go up a place or two. Big up disabled team. I hope you're all good, brother. I hope you're all good. Lewis, you got Rona? No, I ain't got Rona. Already been tested. I'm all good. Felix is better than Kai by a lot. I would fucking hope so, bro. I would definitely hope so. If he isn't even better than him, then what is the point? Yeah, bro, that's the only way I see this transfer working. Play him in Havertz's role. See if he performs better. If he doesn't, bye-bye. If he does, brilliant. When Atletico Madrid want to talk negotiations, offer them Havertz. Send him the other way. We won't send you Felix. We will send you Havertz. And that should work fine. Thoughts on Lee's comments on Chelsea being a much bigger club than Arsenal? What, Lee Gunner? Yeah, well, Lee Gunner's always been spitting facts. I agree with a lot of what he says personally. So, yeah, if he said that, fair enough. Fair enough. Big up Lee. Big up Lee every time. Chelsea's conversion rate, more Chelsea creativity percentage? What? I'm confused. I'm hella confused. When will Felix's first game be? Maybe the Fulham match. Give me something to be excited about for this game. Because I've got nothing to be excited about. Good shout. Yeah, good shout. I might take some. Will Felix even score more than 5 goals? I don't know. I haven't got a clue. We've got the worst midfield in the attack and the worst attack in the top 6, 7, 8, however far low you want to go. So I don't know how he directly impacts us. Like, we still need more. This is why I'm not that excited. We need midfielders. We need right backs. And the only right back we're linked with is the one that's been beating his misses. So I don't know how that one's going to go down. Maybe they'll start beefing on the pitch. You know what? That will be the most exciting thing I've seen on a Chelsea pitch in about 4 or 5 months, if that's the case. I would like Pedro Porro, though. He looks like a good right back. He's at a decent fee as well. Very well-rounded. From what I've read, he's got a good mentality on him as well. Yeah, I wouldn't mind bringing Pedro Porro to the bridge, but have to see how this thing works with Felix. Would they actually put them two on the same team together? I don't know. How would that work out? I don't know. Although, man, Felix was fine with her cheating like 3 different times, so I doubt he's even that fast. It's just going to be a bit awkward seeing him in the lineup. It'll be a little bit awkward. Lewis's sickness is like a period at this time, every month. Bro, me being ill is like a Havertz goal. You'll have it once a month, bro. It's all mad. It's all mad. Big up Josh, Texas Blue. Big up John Anderson. Big up Dyke. Lewis should take some minerals, bro. Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I should. What's your ideal starting 11 with the names that are being thrown around plus current players? I'll do that one with the panel because that's a long one. That's a long one. I still got a few topics to get through. Same here, not over the moon. I wish Felix well. He's got the support of most of our fans. Exactly the same. Welcome to the trenches. I rate that you picked us over Arsenal and United because you could have had it so much easier. You could have gone to the top of the table. You could have gone into a top 4 race and potentially pushing for domestic and Europa League trophies. Nah, you chose to come to the trenches. You chose the hard life. And you know what? Fair play. That says a little bit about your mentality, and I have to respect that. Now, let's just see what you can do. Here's the Chelsea shirt. Do your thing, and we'll see. We'll see how you perform. Just, yeah, don't jump to conclusions, people. We've done it already. We've been burnt already. And Joao Felix is not going to be the direct answer to all of our problems. He might be a piece in the puzzle, but we have to see. We have to see. It's just a little bit exciting now. I have someone that I could look forward to that I don't instantly despise as soon as I see them in the lineup. Lewis, I wouldn't be shocked if Havertz joins a different club and does way better. So would I. I wouldn't be shocked too. I just wouldn't care. Like, he could go to another club and ball out. He'd still be one of the most disappointing signings I've ever seen in my lifetime at Chelsea. Still be one of the biggest wastes of money we ever had. I'll have no regrets. I keep saying it's not like a De Bruyne sort of thing. De Bruyne had under 5 starts for Chelsea before he left. Havertz would have been here for 3 seasons if we get rid of him at the end of the year. It's just not good enough. What right back was Pedro Porro? Pedro Porro. Apparently, she cheated on Felix 3 times with him, which is, hey, I guess it's not just men that are trash, so we move. Havertz and Mount deserve a pay decrease. Oh my gosh, yeah, you know what? You're spitting with that one. What other news was that? Lukaku. Fabrizio said Inter are waiting for Lukaku to be in good condition for the second part of the season, and the decision will be made at the end of the season. Doesn't sound like there's been a complete agreement on him staying at Inter for 2 years, which I kind of knew would happen if he kept playing this shit. I do not want this guy back unless we are sending him straight out to another club on a permanent transfer. He looks washed. He's so shit now. He ain't even balling out in Serie A anymore. I don't know if you saw his little cameo against, I don't know what that team's name was, Monzo or some shit. 35 minutes, and all he did was just let the ball rebound off his knee, his fucking fat belly, his foot, everything. Waste of time, waste of money. Don't bring him back. Don't bring him back. I am good. Hey Lewis, where is Monster? Saw his picture on a milk carton the other day. What do you mean? Oh yeah, he didn't want Felix, did he? Shit, that's a bit mad. That's a bit mad. Well, yeah, I hope Monster's good anyway. Monster got his dream job. He got his dream job yesterday. So big up to Monster. Congratulations if you're watching. Keep shining, my guy. Keep shining. Why doesn't he go back to a midfielder instead of a striker? Because he wasn't a good midfielder either. Just don't play well anywhere. Man said Joao the beta, bruv. Bro, you were just propping him signing like 10 minutes ago. Have some shame. Have some shame. Man might have a humiliation fetish. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, why would you think he signed for Chelsea over Arsenal or Manchester United? You know what? It actually fits the mold. It fits the fucking mold. Yeah, he might have a humiliation kink. But, yeah. That ain't me, though. That ain't me, though. We've got over 100 likes. Big up. Now let's get to 200. Let's get to 200 because there's over 500 of you man in here. 500 you man in here. We ain't got 200 likes though. It's less than half of you lot. Do you still trust Potter? Yep, still trust Potter, people. Still trust Potter. And yeah, big up Monster. Big up Monster. Everyone give him some love. When was the last good Chelsea striker? Where is he? There he is. Big Ollie, bruv. That was our last great striker. I wish we just got him 5 years earlier. What a fucking baller he was, man. I'd still take him back today. I wouldn't care. Why was he regarded as a generational talent at Leverkusen? Because he looked good there and he had potential because he was young. And they could see a high ceiling for him. He just never reached it. He's got fuck all application. Simple as. Zaharian comments. Yeah, cool. I can bring them up. He said, Felix, we already discussed everything with him. He's on the left. I'm in the center. We're really doing this Felix left wing thing. Maybe there's more to him on the wing than I'm giving him credit for. But I'd just rather see him in the middle from everything I've heard. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe he's versatile like that. I won't pretend I've watched him week in and week out. It's just all I've seen from my research. He might be good on the wing. He might be. And if he is, fair play to him. Because maybe that's why we went in for him. Pulisic's out for a while. Sterling's out for a while. We need someone to play on the wing. Maybe it is him. Maybe it is him. Felix is a brilliant player, but I'm not too sure about his mentality. Maybe a bit too soft. We'll have to see. I can't say too much about his mentality until I see how he performs and how he moves at Chelsea. How he deals with pressure and all that sort of stuff. So we'll see. Do you think we'll beat a top team this season? We'll beat Tottenham. We always beat Tottenham. Tottenham is shit. And we always turn up for that game. If we can't beat Tottenham, we ain't Chelsea no more. We ain't Chelsea no more. I will call us Fulham Broadway FC. Because we won't be Chelsea at that point. If we can't even fucking duppy Tottenham, you can forget about it. You can forget about it. Liverpool, we might beat, but we could still find the way to lose that. And other than that, I don't know. I don't know. Do you know our last 2 games of the season are City and Newcastle, by the way? So any hopes or dreams that anybody had of top 4, top 6, throw them away. Throw them away, because that entire run-in is set out just to fuck us in the arse. So it's not happening. It ain't happening. Zaharian benching Mount. Well, if I don't think anybody would. I don't think anybody would. Who is the worst Chelsea striker of all time? It'll be Morata, Batshuayi, or Havertz. Morata, Batshuayi, or Havertz. Who is worse? In terms of value for money, it's Kai. In terms of ability, whatever, they all win. They all win. You got 3 losers. 3 losers. Lewis, are you more excited for next season? Yes, if we make the right transfers. If we can rebuild our squad, yes. That's it. I hate to break it to you, but we ain't Chelsea anymore. L coming for... No. We ain't losing to Spurs. We ain't losing to Spurs. We're not losing to Tottenham. Tottenham are dog shit. They're so crap. They're only getting by off the fact that Kane is having a madness of a season. That's it. There is no way we lose to Spurs. Oh, yeah, Lukaku. How the fuck did I forget Lukaku? Yeah, him. All right, cool. Everyone else I said is second place. I completely forgot about Lukaku. I was just talking about him 10 minutes ago. What the fuck? Yeah, Lukaku wins. Lukaku wins. Forget it. Hey, Pato weren't that bad. Pato weren't that bad. He never really got given a fair chance. Like, we played him in 2 games. He scored against Villa. He was very unlucky not to score against Swansea. And then we never saw him again. Pato weren't bad. Falcao was a flop. I don't know why we went for him. He literally just flopped at United. I don't know what we thought we were going to do with him. But yeah, Pato, I won't allow Pato slander. He never got given a chance. Never got given a chance. Let's give some... Hey, maybe if I give Kepa some muscle, he might have saved that Alvarez penalty on Sunday. But we move. Torres was all right. He was like Timo Werner before Timo Werner. But we still had the 12-13 season, and he bagged 22 goals and got like 12 assists. So for that season alone, forget it. Torres ain't involved in this discussion. We won't put him in there. Kesman, yeah, I guess. That was before my time in terms of watching Chelsea week in and week out. But maybe he's up there. Maybe he is. Who else? Demba Ba? Nah, leave Demba Ba out of there. He weren't even brought in as a starter. No chance. Chance of signing a top quality right back? Probably. We probably will get him. Probably will get one at least. We should be. If we don't get a right back, we don't get a midfielder, then we have to ask some serious questions. Because why we're doing fucking centre backs and forwards FC when we need midfield, it makes no sense to me. Lewis, you forgot about Higuain. I mean, he was washed. He definitely was washed. He still bagged 5 goals in half a season. Do you put him up there with the worst of the worst? Nah, he was just he was a bit of a flop. A bit of a flop. Crespo? No. We will take Crespo right out of this discussion. Take him out immediately, bro. No way we're including Crespo in this sort of list. One of the best pure finishers Chelsea has ever seen. No, we're not doing that. Remy as well. This is disrespect. Loic Remy was one of the best number 2 strikers we've had. Fucking Diego Costa and Loic Remy. That is a strike force I want. Loic Remy off the bench with his blistering pace, brilliant positioning. Nah, we ain't putting Remy in this discussion. No chance. Chris Sutton, before my time. Can't say too much about him, but I know everyone hated him. Mutu, bruv. Mutu was all right, but yeah, he had a little addiction that he couldn't get past. No, Demba Ba ain't right. That ain't right, bruv. Big up yourself, Alex. Pizarro, yeah, this was like the OG Bundesliga tax. He literally came to Chelsea, did nothing, and then went back to the Bundesliga and started balling out again. Just never worked. Schürrle was a bit underrated, but I think he left because he had was it stomach issues or something? No tummy ache jokes. There's nothing to do with that. I think he had a genuine he had some sort of infection or something that really hampered his game time. Don't remember what it was. Shevchenko, yeah, bit of a flop. Didn't even need him. I thought Crespo was just homesick, if anything. He just liked Italy more. We have a habit of always bringing in Italian players and managers and they feel homesick immediately. Always happens. Anelka, that's not even funny. Now, you must be trolling if you're putting Anelka in that. Do you think William was underrated? No, he was overrated. William was trash for like half his time at Chelsea. Why are bare people saying Anelka? No, take Anelka out. Bro won a golden boot over prime Ronaldo and we want to put Anelka in the flop discussion. No chance, guys. Did someone say no? Did someone... Andre Flo? Okay, we're just naming strikers for the sake of it now. Because Torre Andre Flo is another one that won a flop. Torres... No way you deadass don't rate Anelka. I'm shocked, brother. I'm shocked. Yeah, Robert Fleck is an OG one. That's an OG one. No, the man said Drogba. You're taking a piss. Oh, Dyke, if that's why you don't like Anelka, fair enough. I won't say nothing on that. Fair enough. Quadrado was trash and he still won the double. I don't know what he brought to Chelsea. Did he even get an assist for us or something? I don't know. Marco Emilia. I swear he was a goalkeeper. Yeah, Lewis, I remember Schürrle had allergies to goal. Oh. I don't remember him being a bad finisher. Maybe my memory's gone. Oh, you're trolling. All right, cool. Andre Flo was the striker that had me over Chelsea. I'm confused. I'm guessing you liked Torre Andre Flo at the time. He was a great striker for us. I remember watching a couple Chelsea season reviews from like the late 90s, early noughties. And yeah, Torre Andre Flo was a baller for us. Even back the hat-trick against Spurs and all of that. Was it Fulham? Was that Fulham or Spurs? I swear it was Tottenham. Well, I might be wrong. Right, let me see. Is there any other transfer news before I send the link out? We spoke Pedro Porro, Lukaku, Joao Felix, Marcus Thuram said Fabrizio said Joao Felix is the next one for Chelsea, and this will not change the plan for Chelsea to try and get Marcus Thuram. It depends on what Mönchengladbach wants to do, and Chelsea sees it as an opportunity. You know what I think would be a nice opportunity? Some midfielders, not another striker. This guy is on a 3 and 6 months. Like, just leave it, bro. Get some midfielders in, and then let's start looking at more forwards, because this will start to annoy me. We're looking for 2 centre-backs, 2 fucking forwards, and we're not looking at a midfielder. The only one that we're looking at is Enzo. And from what I'm reading with Enzo, Benfica is annoyed from Chelsea, and according to Schmidt, the deal is off. He says Enzo's back in training. He is happy. He's part of the team, and he is a key player. According to Sky Sports, negotiations continue, and Chelsea want to include players, with Ziyech being one of them. That is a slap in the face if you're trying to... If they want 120 million, you're trying to say, no, here's 90 and Ziyech. Ziyech is not adding anything to that. Let's call it what it is. If you're not going to offer the 120 million, just leave it. Leave it. Let's go for other options. There's Caicedo out there. There's Romeo Lavia out there. There's Quadio Kone out there. There's plenty of other options who I can't really remember off the top of my head, but I'm sure I've spoken about them in past streams. Can we look at other midfielders, please? Can we actually try and progress these talks? There we go. Zubimendi, there's another one. Even though I think Barca want him first. Zaharian, Kone, there's options. Can we focus on trying to bring in options? Because Enzo just looks straight unlikely. Man said give him 120 and CH. Yeah, do that. Do that. That will be fine. Throw in a free Havertz too. I'm sure that would work. But yeah, I'm going to send the link out. Now. It feels like it's about that time. And yeah, let's see what everyone's saying. As always, hit the like button. If you want to guarantee I don't miss your comments, drop a super chat so I can get the notification. And yeah, big up. Oh shit, Kai, I just saw your comment as well. Big up, my guy. Yeah, fuck him anyway, Benjamin Mendy prick. Kai knows what I'm talking about. Right. Yeah, link's going out. Yeah, that's everyone on Twitter. Love this new laptop. Let's go. Nearly done. Yeah, cool. That's everyone. Perfect. Cool. Hey, big up Matisse. Man said I need a centre mid and right back ASAP. See, you know the vibes, bro. You know the vibes. Is that the real Matisse as well? Oh, yeah, it is official.
Matisse knows, man.
Big up my
Really,
guy.
man.
Big up, bro. Bring them in immediately, bro. That's who we need to be looking at next. Big up my guy. Hope you're all good. Hope you're all good. What's everyone saying? What's everybody saying?
Man, you guys have the spicy streams when I'm not when I can't make it, man. That is what it is, man.
Spicy.
We're doing it on purpose.
Yeah, that's the city game, man. I had such a man.
We're doing it on purpose, trying to avoid your ass.
Yeah,
Big up my
seems
guy.
like
You keep shining as well, bruv. Your channel's doing a fucking madness, bruv. Big up yourself. Keep shining, my G. Keep shining. But yeah, Joao Felix to Chelsea. Are you guys excited? Do you guys not really care too much? Not really much.
It's an alright signing, I guess. Like he's an upgrade to what we have. Like you can't.
It's an alright signing.
These guys are rubbish, but it's an alright signing. Get him on loan. Not bad. Let's see what he can prove. He has something to prove. He has to get his career back on track. Why not Chelsea? Exactly.
You know what?
Just did it. Let's see him do it. Better than these bums up front.
You know what makes me laugh though, Lewis? Like all these guys are complaining about Felix coming in. The reason Felix is coming in is because your boys, your Champions League winners, apparently are flopping. That's the only reason Felix is coming in because these guys.
No, it's not.
Are playing like shit.
No, it's not.
Yes,
big up everyone, man. Big up the man.
And because of that,
that's why nobody invites you to the streams, to the spicy streams.
With Pulisic. Because of the injuries.
Yeah, because of the injuries. That's the only reason we get it.
No,
there's a reason we keep upgrading this attack. It's because
we were actually linked to him even before like the injuries happened.
Ooh,
because of the injuries.
Newspaper told you that.
Because of the injuries, we decided to finally trigger it.
And it's because we couldn't get in Cuckoo now, so we need someone now because we need another attacker. I'm sorry, but this attack is not good enough.
I don't mind getting Lukaku now though, because I would rather him come in the summer after we actually can do a rebuild rather than him coming here and being part of this clusterfuck.
So you look think it's weird that we ain't signed a right back yet. We signed a striker, a defender.
Well, maybe this was in the plans.
Well, no,
if we come to Jan 30th, we have to get
not
a
one
right back. Hey, Pedro Porro? Yeah. What a beta, man. Jesus Christ.
Well, I hope to see a right back being signed before the end of January. Just a right back.
What do you think of the new starting front three player, Felix, Kai Havertz, and Mount?
It's better than Gallagher.
It's
better than Gallagher, Mount, and Havertz.
Okay,
it's one step
right.
of an
It's
upgrade
better than that.
That's all.
Maybe we get some injuries back. Where would you play him? Because he said his own words he's a secondary striker. But at the moment,
he can play on the wing as well, though.
He can play on the wing, yeah.
Am I not mistaken? We've been playing 4-2-3-1 the last little while.
Yeah, 4-3-3.
Before the injuries, before the injuries were.
So I think he can play the
4-2-3-1,
number
4-3-3, I think.
Havertz and a little.
I'm just happy he's not a 5. He's a 4 at the back.
Winning the championship, that's a good one.
It's just when we play 3 at the back, I don't see a role for him there really, unless off the left. But I don't think that he'd function well there. But as a number 10 in a 4-2-3-1, I think he can play there for sure.
I think it's going to be more like a free roll for all those players that play front three. They always get like free roll, move around, make a space.
But I don't know why people are complaining.
Be best that you can be.
It's not like we're doing great. I don't know why people are complaining about,
people complain about everything.
Nobody's complaining, Kai. Only complaining you're looking for it's you.
No, there's a lot of people complaining.
There's a lot of people.
Josh, are there no people complaining about the move? Like literally, all of Chelsea Twitter is complaining about the fucking move, man.
Well, that's because I think people think this guy's going to come in and be the savior. That's not what he's going to be. He's a piece to a puzzle, man. And we got a lot of pieces left to fill in. So
I don't
get your hopes up.
Don't puzzle. I think he's a piece to Atleticos. Get rid of this player puzzle. More than he needs them.
They wanted to keep him. He does well. That's good for us.
Yeah, he wanted to sign a deal to 2027.
Yeah, he extended his contract to 2027.
Because they want to sell him.
He just did that so they could split his wages out over another 2 years. It's just an amortization thing they did to lower his yearly fee.
We've done to Bakayoko as well ourselves, so I don't know why people are acting like such a.
It's nothing big.
This is something to look forward to. We got a new player. I want to see how he performs.
Look, he can play good. Nobody's saying he can't play good. The problem is we don't need those guys. We
We
didn't
definitely
get rid
do,
of.
Alex, but we need a lot. It's
Yeah,
like,
we
Alex,
did.
even if we just got Enzo Fernandez, that doesn't solve your problem.
Yeah.
Then
Well,
we have no
see,
forwards for him to get the ball to
no, no,
that
no,
can
no, no.
score
Hold on a
goals.
second. If we have an Enzo or any
He
kinds
doesn't.
of
He
that
doesn't
kind of,
fix the
it
team,
doesn't
Alex.
fix everything. I agree with you, but
Fix
it will
most of
give us some more options who can play beside those bums that we have. Like, what's his name? Fuck, what's the guy's name? Zakaria. What about Zakaria and Enzo? If they will that improve us midfield? I think so.
Ooh, that would be a good shot.
Yeah, but
You
that
see what I'm
doesn't.
saying?
It's still they still have nobody to create for at that point, though. They might help the midfield, but they don't have it. There's the guys up top are still the same guys up top. There's no one to
But
score
that's
goals. Like
but that's what
It
I'm
may give
saying.
them. It
Like
gave them more of a freedom to have
more.
options to do their thing attack without.
Bro, you
having
can
to
fucking
manage
give
that.
them wings. It's not gonna change anything.
right.
Man. These guys are just not
Listen,
good, man.
it's a deal that was able to get done in 24 hours, so they got it done now. It doesn't mean that they're not done looking for players in January. We got
Yeah.
21,
It was
20,
a
21
very
days.
simple.
It's only 10
transfer.
mil, man.
It's
only
so
a 10
easy
mil.
that way to look at it. Like we put these deals in a microcosm where we look at the small, analyze it over. Like this is a loan deal because we have two players out injured. We don't know when they're going to be back. What is it, like six weeks or something like that? We have Champions League to play and whatnot. It's nothing big. It doesn't have to be anything bigger than that.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's going at the end of the summer. It doesn't matter. He's just here.
The only thing that annoys me,
You
is if he plays a really good season, right? Like he plays really well, and we can't even keep him, man. Like for
Well, if
me,
he
that's
plays
I mean,
really
we
well,
can.
he'll probably
No.
want to stay at Chelsea, and he'll probably make
Yeah.
that move happen.
Yeah, but John,
Atletico are
they
more
will
than
ask
happy to let
a
him
lot of
go.
money,
So,
man.
But he just
But
signed a new
also-
deal.
Is the
That's
Chelsea
what
he's
he's
not, listen,
playing.
he's
One
signed
at
an
a time, guys.
Yeah,
Is
go on.
Chelsea
Go on. You were saying.
problem to pay for the fees? No. If even
Just
if
perform well.
if he plays
the
well,
signing.
that Chelsea can buy him. That's it. And
But
he
you know
can
how much
help
they're gonna
him.
want for him, man, because they bought him for
He can-
120, so they're gonna demand similar price. You know,
If
But
he's
he's
that
not
good
happy.
for Chelsea, why not pay?
I don't mind us paying, but I'm just saying, like, that's what they're gonna demand. If
It depends.
as
So,
Let's
contract-
see
do
how
you
he
think?
plays.
Do you
First,
think
he needs
if we
to play
had the
good
better
first.
release class, if there will be price will
yeah,
be 10 million
be,
cheaper?
No, if
That's
it was like, let's say we had a release clause or a buy option, right? It was 50 or 60 million. Then if he's good, we give him 60 million.
Well, that
But
was
now
never
he's
gonna
not
happen.
nice.
Kyle,
I
that was
will
never gonna
give you
happen.
that price for 120 million valuation.
No.
Because that's
His
what they
release
asked for
clause is way
originally.
higher than 120.
Who
His
asked
release
that
clause is way
originally?
higher than that.
I think there was a lot of rumors that they wanted 90 million to sell him.
Oh my
90.
God, 90 million or 50? You just said 50, 60.
No,
90.
90. But I'm saying, but
Okay,
what if we
so
had,
why'd you throw 50, 60?
That's a steal.
because I'm saying at
90
least there's a
million.
number. Just give an example of a number. If he had a clause, then we could buy him if he was good for us. But if he's good for us, then
He has
basically we have
clause.
to
It's
negotiate.
Spain. Everybody in Spain has a clause.
Yes, but I'm talking like a normal, like good clause for us in the loan. It's part of the loan, not part of the termination. It's
We
different.
don't have one. I don't think we don't have
Yeah,
an
he doesn't.
option.
That's what I'm saying.
The only difference is we'd
Talking
have to
out of
enter into a
ass
bidding war right now to get him, and that might not be desirable. But if we want him, we could get him. That doesn't change.
Yeah.
We are getting him, man. That's it.
The
He's
way I see it,
ours
I think
till the end of the season.
I don't think our priority is to get him. I think by not bothering to add buy on clause or whatever, it almost shows that they don't see him in our future. He really is just a stopgap. If he's really good for us, then we can go in for him. But he's not a priority. We have Nkunku coming in. We're trying to bank on these players. He really is just a short-term to us.
Exactly.
Bro,
Yeah,
That's
it's
why
not
they
that-
got a cheap, quick transfer. They
It's
just
not that
exactly
big.
they want to hassle with all that buyback clause. It's just something short term, 6 months until Kuku comes.
but
Guys,
Nkunku on
correct
his
me if
own.
I'm wrong. Yeah,
Nkunku
you
on
see
his
that
own
Lukaku deal? Is it
not
signed,
enough,
sealed,
man.
and proper delivered?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Yes,
No.
it's done. It's done.
It's done. It's
I think it was even announced. Wasn't it announced? I think it was announced by
No, it'll
RB
be
Leipzig,
announced today, probably.
It'll be announced. Yeah, so it's proper things.
And it gives him time to prove himself as well. Again, if he plays extraordinary football, we'll pay
I
the
feel
money
bad
for
for
him.
him. I honestly feel bad for Nkunku, man.
Why?
I feel bad for the guy because he comes
not-
like a Chelsea for the worst period. He comes here
Well,
with,
he'll be part of
with
bringing us back up to our best.
yeah, with who's behind him is gonna bring us back like that, bro. Come
Well,
on,
hopefully we
man.
make some additions.
That's
innit?
what we're working on.
It's
now.
funny that he's excited about Felix, which is actually coming to the same Chelsea team
I haven't
as
said that I'm excited about Felix again, Alex. What did you didn't have breakfast today, bro? What did I say I'm
I
excited
did.
about?
I had the oatmeal,
No wonder
protein
you're fucking
oatmeal.
depressed.
It's really
Who has-
good, man.
I had oatmeal today too, man. But that's beyond the point, man.
You fucking idiot, man.
What did you have it with protein? Alex, good for you.
No, I had cranberry oatmeal, protein one.
Oatmeal, you know. Is it like Quaker oats in that? Is it like them?
Bro, we're not talking about we're talking about football now, bro. Come on, man. Let's go back to football.
No, I had oatmeal for a minute, man.
Kai's gotten insecure. He doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah. First of all, he said that I'm an idiot for eating oatmeal, and then he's like, oh.
No, but it shows why you're depressed,
low
bro.
key. He's like, oh yeah,
People,
I had oatmeal.
Alex, people who have breakfast have oatmeal for breakfast either depressed or in prison, bro. That's the two. That's why you're so depressed, bro. If you had
You're the one that had it then.
I'm depressed too, bro. I'm trying to keep my weight in order, bro. That's why, man.
Look, I don't know what's more proof we have than signing Felix after the Chu injury is stopgap. This is all it is.
But what if he's good?
Then we buy him for price that Atleti asked him.
Whatever they offer.
And if you think that the price could be dropped lower, if we will put the option to it, it's on you. Atleti doesn't do that. Atleti never done that.
If anything, the buy-on would be crazy because it's
the buy-on will be the same thing as it's gonna be in the summer when he's back returning back. The only difference gonna be is if he plays really really well here, and he likes Chelsea and London life, he can actually pressure to choose us over, for example, Arsenal or somebody else going for him in the summer. No. That's the difference.
What if we finish 10th? You think he's gonna care of how much he likes it here, man?
I don't care because we already have Nkuku.
Exactly.
Poor Nkuku, man. Poor guy, man.
Poor. Why? Because he had the
Like he's only 300k a week, Kai.
I'm coming to play with Thomas Tuchel. I'm coming to play in the Champions League instead of coming to play with Potter in the Conference League, bro. My guy's gonna be playing his first game.
Hey, you think we're making Conference League? I've got some bad news for you, my friend.
Hey, man.
He's only 200k a week, man. There's nothing to be sad.
He's gonna be excited. He's gonna be excited in Stoke for the Carabao Cup, for the Carabao Cup lights, man. He's gonna be. He's like, I made it,
if you
bro.
can't do it on a Thursday night in Stoke, then when can you do it? When can you do it? John says Felix is the truth, but will we ruin him? I don't think necessarily we will ruin him. It's just what will he be able to do with this squad?
Even if we ruin him, he's not a player again.
Exactly.
If
he doesn't ball out, off to Atletico you go, my friend.
Exactly. That's the good thing about these rumors. It doesn't happen, go. Honestly, I think it's a win-win for us. If he doesn't perform, send him back. If he performs,
it's a massive win for us.
You know,
I'd say it's a massive win for us either way because, like people pissed that we didn't get an option. Like, if all reports are to be believed, this is Simeone's last job, like last year at Atletico. So they ain't gonna get if he's leaving, they're not getting rid of £100 million or €100 million worth of asset. Unless we're spending 100 million. And I'm sorry, Felix right now ain't worth that, and he won't be worth that unless he has literally a best attacker at best ever season, like a Haaland level season, and he's not going to. So this is a win-win either way.
Yeah, low risk.
The reason why,
it's a chance to get high reward.
The problem
Keep
was
him away
if we sign him,
Mountain Havertz, bro. Don't let him talk to him. Don't let him touch him. Don't let him say hi to him, bro.
The biggest problem for Felix and stuff at Chelsea, if his misses start to slip with all the Cobham players.
I heard he's
John Terry said Chelsea for life.
I heard he's a beta. He's a beta. Like his girl cheated him and he forgive him. He's like, I forgive you.
Yeah,
baby.
3 times. She cheated him 3
he's
times.
cheated on him with the right back that we're linked with.
What the fuck?
Why are you upset about it, Matt?
What?
Because I'm waiting for my shot, yeah? Come on, I'll be the 4th one.
Oh, you're waiting your shot.
Matt, you're not even a footballer,
wait,
bro.
Wait,
why would you downgrade, bro?
Is that a real story? That
Felix's
girlfriend...
that's a real story.
Damn.
Matt, first of all, you have to have sex to be cheating on. So,
my God. But to be honest, he looks like that kind of guy, man. He would apologize to his girl when she cheats on him, man.
Yeah, that's what happens when we move to Spain. Look at what's his name.
Have you seen the tweet that she put out?
Yeah. Did you see what comment Matt put under it? Don't slip.
That's why. That's why Thibaut and KDB don't talk, man. Same situation, man.
And we're gonna put both of them in the same squad.
Hey, that's it. That's proper Charles, man.
No, but he doesn't have to worry in our squad, man. They're nice guys, bro. They're TikTokers, man. They don't have an asshole, man.
Mate, they tell the manager what to do, yeah?
Imagine like
Power.
back in the day, Ivanovic was sleeping with a doctor, man. You know, Terry sleeping with his
Friends
It is
misses.
with his co-workers. No, they're all nice guys, man. They're not interested in sex, bro. They're interested in each other, TikTok, man. That's it, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
John
just tell
Terry
him
said,
before
I'll
we
do
can-
it, you.
John Terry just magically comes back.
Guys, we live in a world where cheating's like being a woman who goes out at night with male friends, having fun, dancing, laughing, talking. I hope to continue to cheat my whole life. Fucking hell.
So she
bro.
didn't. She didn't.
Absolute
cheat.
beta male. What a beta.
By the
I
way,
put that on Twitter, bruv.
fucking
2.3
hell.
million
She got
views,
what?
bro.
She got support. Fuck me. 3 or
Sick
4.
to my stomach.
Look,
What was your
hey.
tweet about Mason Mount, Matt? That everybody's talking about in the chat.
What's my
What did
tweet?
we say?
Which one? Which one am I
Which one? Never mind.
What?
How many tweets?
What? How I
Look
said
at-
he's not Chelsea. Yeah, he's garbage. How many?
Do
Do you
you
I
think
just
Enrique
I
will
said a
go?
video
Do
yesterday.
you
I said
think
this one's
forgot,
Enrique
yeah,
will go
you're-
to Atleti
I
at the end of
forgot.
the
It's the
season?
birthday of a Chelsea legend, bruv. So everyone put your happy birthdays
Big
in
up
the
to
comment
Sarri.
section. Big him up. Maurizio
Does-
Sarri. My
Does he
God.
need?
boy.
Does he need any happy birthday wishes? He
Is
already
it
fucking
today's Mount
drank our
birthday
dreams,
too?
man.
Oh, yeah,
Who?
yeah. It's Mount's birthday, too.
And
Happy
that
birthday.
for all
Yeah.
to the yeah. Nah, big up to Sarri,
Yeah.
man.
He already sucked up our dreams, man. Why does he need wishes, bro? I already took ours.
Galif out. This is funny.
Watch out, Andrew Tate's comment on the Felix. Fucking hell, bro. I said at least Felix doesn't have to worry about Graham Pulis stealing this goal. The lack of risk is staggering.
Hey, Graham, full of
He
bait,
gave it
man.
everything,
Jesus
though.
Christ.
He gave it everything.
I think the biggest problem with Felix is people still don't see the real signings that we need in the critical areas. That's why everybody is so pissed, because
Yeah.
we keep signing those players that not needed instead of the ones that we needed, and that's what the biggest obsession is.
Well, I mean,
Go ahead.
Thank
you. Thank you for the how you say it. There's a position. There's a need in him at Chelsea right now.
Absolutely.
I hope he proved me wrong that that the problem was Atleti because the way negative Atleti played. I hope this is the problem.
Well,
And
not
look,
too much, though,
I-
because it's only a loan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, Couch. Why not? Why not prove it? That will
No,
put
I mean,
the
I
pressure.
want him to show that he has quality, but I don't want him to be
Yeah,
too
yeah.
good. So then he goes back, and, he goes to some other. We big him up to go to Arsenal, you know what I mean, or something like that. But,
Yeah. Well,
No.
why would you think that? For example, if he does too good, is that means that we can be in better position on the table, in better position
so
at
we'll
the
play
end
in
of
the
the
Europa
season?
League.
The what? No.
The-
Do you realize that we still have 10 points? I mean, I'm not saying we're gonna finish top 4. What I'm saying is it's still same 10 points. And it's not even half of a season yet. People need to remember
you're-
that.
You're already
It can even
putting-
go
you're already
worse. It
putting
can get
way
worse,
too
that's
much
why.
pressure on poor Felix, man. Telling him that he's going to overturn 10 points to get us in the top four.
No. That's not what I'm saying. If he will do super well, why is that not true? For example, you do not realize how quick overturn can be in the Premier League.
Oh,
The
no
last
doubt.
couple of years can prove you that. How high was Chelsea? We are double digits above anybody else in the top 3. And we squished those double digit advantage. Jurgen Klopp was double or over double digits lower behind, and he got top 4 2 seasons ago in March. And that was not March with World Cup season in it.
Come on. That's a different context, Alex.
It's a context that you can. Look, I give you an option, and I give you the facts that it happened before. It's up to you to admit it, or to accept it, or to say it. You can do you. I give you the situation where I can prove you that 10 points gap. It's not as big as people think. But
It's
I'm
not
not
about
saying
the
we're going to
gap, it's
finish
about
top
the
4.
amount of teams
And if
that-
hold on a second.
Yeah.
What if Felix is coming? What if Chelsea is not finishing the transfer? We got the good right back. We get the good center midfielder, and then the 10 points gap. Is that 10-point gap that big? Plus, we have a game in hand. Another thing, and I proved you that it happened for past 2 or 3 seasons were the biggest double digits gap, not winning a title, but the top 4 was not the big thing. So I give you my thing, prove me wrong, because I give you those scenarios with facts that actually happen. You can't just say, Kai, oh, no. Go eat your freaking oatmeal breakfast if you're that depressed.
No, you're right. You're right. It could happen, but Potter and his crew, man, I doubt it, man.
I think we need to wait till the end of January and see who all comes in.
Yeah, that's
Fair
true.
enough.
Because listen,
Exactly.
if it's just Felix, we're not going anywhere.
I
Right?
doubt-
So
I
it
doubt
needs to
that,
be
bro.
Felix. We need Felix. We need a midfielder. We need a right. But all those things are being worked on. But when you're talking about buying guys in January, buying them, you're assuming these are now guys who are going to be in your team going forward. So you can't miss on those guys. Even though we need them, you can't buy a guy that's going to end up being some bum that you don't want in a year, right? So they're scouting guys. We've been linked with several right backs. We've been linked with reports yesterday. We're still dealing with Enzo. We're still talking over with Benfica about Enzo. That's not dead yet. Like, for whatever the Benfica manager wants to say, he's not the one who does the deals, right? So that he can say he's staying, it's done, all he wants. The big boys upstairs will make that final decision, not him. So let's just wait and see at the end of January how many guys we get in. This was an opportunity deal. We lost 2 wingers. We're gonna have no wingers now. Basically, we could get this deal done in 24 hours with literally no cost to us, but a loan fee. Really, if he plays great, awesome. We'll probably have a 6-month advantage on any other team who wants to buy him. If he doesn't play well, he just goes back to Atletico. We can invest our money other places. But it's really like a can't miss. But we still have things to do in this window. So
and apparently we're not even finished with top 3 players. I think we're still going for the winger this season.
Sure, we might still be in for a wing.
Apparently Pulisic asked to leave.
Well, I was going to say reportedly after what I said yesterday about how this could.
Comment, please.
I was going to say reportedly, even after what I said yesterday about Felix could be used to. We use Felix to then, sign Thuram on a free and wait those 6 months. Apparently, Felix has nothing to do with Thuram. We're still looking to sign him this window.
Wow.
It was the same with Mudryk, and Thuram.
This clown. We have 10 players on injury lists from starting 11. Yeah, Forest is the problem. Forest is such a good freaking team, you monk.
The Thuram thing as well. He can play either as a left winger or as a striker, so it works either way.
Can he play good or can he just play there? Can he just?
From what I've seen, he is a good player. Like, he's not going to be your world class player, but he has certain attributes that are good.
Yeah,
I think he's more durable. That's what I think. I like.
He's got something that we're seriously lacking in the front line, and that's pace and power. And I'm not talking road runner. I'm talking about actually has technical ability with the ball at his feet,
has a presence up front.
And is strong and quick. And as well, his link up play, he's got some decent attributes. Like, mostly for Gladbach, he plays on the wing. Like, from what I've seen, I don't know about this season, but a lot of last season he was playing on the wing. And again, for France, if people saw him in the Euros, mostly was on the wing, but can play striker as well. And yeah, he's got things that we lack in this front line, and that's a positive thing. And he'll be like max 10 mil. I think when Brighton or someone else were interested in him in the summer, they were quoted at 15 mil, 1-5.
Mm-hmm.
So at max, he's going to be 10-15 mil, which again, like we mentioned before, with the Fofana deal and with the Santos deal, it's literally a low risk, high reward. Say he doesn't.
By the way, Fofana has already played, so why will not consider Fofana, Felix, and Kai Havertz up top?
But I was going to say, if you can play a front three where it's like, say you've got Thuram, say you want to play that like a 1 and then a 2, you can play Thuram and Fofana in the front 2, and you can play Felix at the 10.
Here's what I saw. The reason why I watched that FA Cup second half is because I wanted to see what Fofana can do. The guy is durable. The guy is strong.
Yeah, that's what I liked about him. He actually looked like he gave a shit. He was bullying guys off the ball. I mean,
he was.
I like that stuff. It's very, very limited. Hopefully, he starts Thursday. That'd be nice. I'd love it for him to start. I don't care.
I don't think we have anybody else for him to not play.
He doesn't trust. He doesn't trust Aubameyang anymore. Aubameyang is effectively a nothing player.
I still think you start Havertz and then you bring him on
potentially, but I think taking him off at half time shows that Potter is slowly losing.
No, Couch. Who you play Havertz and who?
That's my coach. That's my gaffer.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Okay,
see what
so
I'm
we're
saying?
playing
Because
a
there's
front two,
literally
but I was
nobody
actually
with
thinking-
injury.
I was actually thinking front through. Well, if we
It's really
keep
a
with the
front
Oh,
four. We're
Ziyech. I
playing
forgot about
4-2-3-1.
Ziyech.
yeah, you can still play with the 4-2-3-1.
Well, Simon's Felix starts Thursday. Do we start him instantly on Thursday against
Well,
Fulham?
he's been playing games. It's not like he's out of shape.
Yeah, I'm starting all these guys. Listen, this was my biggest issue with the City game at the weekend
I
was
don't give a
not that we
crap.
lost. I don't care that we lost. I was expecting to lose. My biggest deal is these changes that Potter made. Is like, what are you doing, dude? And then you had the goal to say like, oh well, Zakaria, he didn't even break a sweat at the World Cup. Meanwhile, Kovacic went to the semifinal, played in the third, fourth place game, came back, was not even supposed to play in the was it the Forest game, but because the injury had to come on, then but he can start that game.
Yeah.
And then we have to watch
I
the Ziyech was absolutely horrendous in the City game 2 weeks before. He has to start this game. We could have started Hutchinson. Would have had no issues with that. All these guys, Badiashile and Fofana, were both in training. Put him on the pitch. I don't care. Like, that was my biggest issue with that game.
I think it depends what happens Thursday. Because I agree with you, Josh. If it comes to Thursday and we're still seeing like you mentioned, like we're still not seeing Zakaria get minutes. If Chukwuemeka's not back in the starting lineup, then yeah, there's questions. But if you see those guys come back in, I completely understand it because I understand rotation got to happen. Like, especially for a game that everyone knows, like you said, we all know we were getting beaten. It's basically a nothing game. Like it was
I
annoying.
understand Carney being dropped against City, Scott, because of the injury. He come back from injury. That's why he was dropped against City.
As long as because we know that, as I said, Chukwuemeka just came back from injury, and Zakaria we know is like he can't stay match fit for like a full 90 minutes. So if these guys come back in the team on Thursday, hey, then the changes you made for the weekend is fine. If come Thursday we're still playing Kovacic, if we're still playing Ziyech, if we're still playing Gallagher or Mount, then yeah, cool. Then hey, have at it, throwing your whatever it.
I've been saying it before. I don't care about the cups, but I will be criticizing him on the players how he starts on Thursday. That's
right. Well, that was my big. Because listen, say whatever you want about the FA Cup. Like Pep threw us a bone in that game. He's played his B team and his kids. He was like, "Listen, I'll let you guys play that same team you played Thursday. That gave a good fight. Go ahead, play them again. I'll play these guys. I'll give you a chance." He must have been laughing when he saw the lineup. He had to have been like, holy shit, this guy, I gave him all this opportunity to play like a decent side against us. And he did it. Listen, that might have been our only chance to get into Europe is winning the FA Cup. Because I don't know if we get into sixth. I really don't. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. But like, I would have prioritized that game ahead of the Fulham game. We're sitting in 10th place.
Josh, I completely disagree with you. How can you prioritize a cup game that you still have to go a long way?
Yeah, it's not like
who needs rest? These guys just got back. They just played 2 games. They're all like Carney Chukwuemeka. He could have played 60, 70 minutes. He's not injured that bad. No, but he just played. Oh, come on! Look at injury stuff there. Zakaria played 2 games in a row.
Josh, I 100% would agree with you with 2 things. Number one, he hadn't just come back from injury, and then that coupled with the fact we've already got 10 injuries, bro. Like we can't afford to be getting another one.
There's a little bit of paranoia. There's a little bit of paranoia.
I was going to say we're going to get to the point where we're playing the under 18s because we've got that many injuries. Like
exactly,
it's going to get silly.
Yeah, we essentially. I would listen. I'd rather him start those guys. Like some of these dudes, I don't need to see anymore. I've seen enough of them, man. Like I agree
with you. I think
it's. I think someone who he wants to show something.
I think it comes with the limitations of this squad at the moment and injuries. And as I said, come Thursday will be the big kicker. If none of these guys play, if it's Wednesday, Thursday, whatever day it is that we play.
Thursday.
Whatever day.
Yeah, it's not tomorrow. It's Thursday.
I just heard someone mention Thursday, so I assumed it's Thursday. If these guys don't start Thursday, then there's questions because it's like, why didn't you play them against? If they weren't going to play this game, they should have played against City in the cup. But if they play tomorrow or Thursday, then it's like, hey, cool, I understand why you rested them.
If this fixture didn't mean anything before,
exactly. This fixture or the fixture of the weekend meant nothing. This fixture on Thursday is way more important. Way more.
Yeah, it is big.
I don't know. I tend to lean towards the side of like that's a competition that was still a potential for us to potentially win a trophy in. It also gets you into Europa League if you win it. Where we're sitting in the table, like as far as rest goes, I would have rather have played the guys in that game. And then now by Thursday, we might have actually some reinforcements into the team who can play Thursday. Like it is Fulham. I know they're better than us right now, but like I would have rather have play to my better team in a
I can explain
competition
that.
where you still have a chance at a trophy versus playing for if we
I
win,
don't-
we move
I don't
into
think
ninth. Like
I don't
Imagine we
think it's
lose as well,
about
man.
chance.
God
Look,
damn.
if we had, I think if it was the normal problem with no injuries, or at least half of the injuries we have, that would be probably a strongest team. I just don't think it is slightly paranoia in Chelsea camp of players getting even more injuries. For example, Pulisic and what's his name and Sterling got injured in one time.
Mhm.
That's significant. And when you go to the next game, short those players, and you know that a couple of your players just came back from injury, and you see Fofana and you see James come in one game and get re-injured, that slightly could be a paranoia in the Chelsea staff about
That's-
sending the players really quick into the on the field. And if you think about it, I know with the strong squad, I will be okay with us winning that, go and how you say it, into Europa League. But we're not at the stage where we have a strong squad. Whoever works in the kitchen as a dishwasher, please mute your mic and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to say is like we are building a squad. So if we get in those competitions next season, I don't think those competitions will help us with building a squad because we don't have a full squad to fight on the two fronts. What I want us to do is at least build one squad for one competition next season. List one competition. That's it. That's just my view on that. If we buying 20 players in the summer, I was wrong. We should have go for the Europa League this season, but I don't think we're going to. That's it.
Does
Matt
anyone
Law-
know how long? Yeah, go on.
No, I'm just reading, just checking news. Matt Law said the ownership want to keep Mount and they see him as a future leader. I know there's been rumors that Mount has demanded 300k a week to sign a new contract, but allegedly it's not true. Future
It's-
leader.
it's-
Does anyone know? Does
Can you
anyone
just-
know
Lewis,
how
can
long
you just
our
repeat
players are?
who that came from, please?
yeah, right.
Matt Law.
Cool. It came from Matt Law, you say?
Fucking hell.
Cool. Means nothing.
Yeah, via the
he
London
doesn't
Blue
want-
podcast, Scott, don't forget.
This man has his head so far at Mount's arse he can taste his tonsils. I'm not interested.
If he doesn't want 300k a week, I'd be interested to know what he wanted that the club hasn't offered then. Because
Who the fuck
by
knows?
all
Get this guy
means,
out of
this
here,
guy is supposed to be like proper Chell from the club, loves the club more than anything. Like,
By the way,
I'd love to know what he's turned down.
I don't. I
I
know
think
what
it's
he turned down.
200.
I know what he turned down.
You
He
got a
turned
source?
down the 6-year plus one.
Fuck.
That's his main
We're-
concern.
We're
He
lucky we
wants
gave him.
less.
This is embarrassing.
He wants the
should be
4-year
gone.
contract. He doesn't want 6 plus 1.
You'd think a player of his caliber would want job security more than anything. I'd
I'm
take the
well.
extra 2 years.
I don't know how you guys
Let me
look at
see if
this
we're
and
gonna
say
get
you wanna
better
keep
than
this
a
guy.
300.
Look, as much as we don't rate him, there's plenty of clubs who are. So
Well,
Well,
let them make their offers, Alex.
I
Let's
know.
get a bidding war going.
I'm not
Let's see
defending.
how much they're willing to spend on him.
Josh, I'm not defending Mount.
Where is the
I'm just
Matlow
telling you
comment? I
from
can't see
his-
them anywhere, man. Where is that? Where
It's
you
on.
put that
It's
thing?
on the screen, Kai.
Ah,
It's on
London
the
is blue.
screen.
London is blue. Okay.
Via the London Blue podcast.
I went
the
to
most
his, I went
Mason
to his
Mount
handle. He
writers you
wasn't
could
there,
tell.
man.
He only talks about Rice and Mount. That's all they fucking talk about. These guys, absolute waffles. No wonder what.
By the way,
I
if we
think-
get
I
in
think we're
Enzo, I
gonna-
don't think we get in Rice. Not a
Oh,
chance.
inshallah, man. I don't
Oh,
want
we ain't
to
getting
know.
Enzo, though.
I think we're
That's
still
fine.
gonna get
Go
him at the
get
end of his.
that guy from Brighton. Go
We
get
were trying to
anyone.
offer like
Like,
what 90 million Ziyech now.
Oh, how awful of us! They just bought this prick for 18 million.
We know
He's
what they
been there
want.
for
Though.
6
They want the
months.
whole release clause in cash, and that's it. If we're not
Oh,
gonna
good.
do
Then they can keep him on their team and take half the money for him in the summer. That's fine.
and that's fine. But like, we can also move on to other options.
Sure,
instead of
and we
just
should.
one
We should move right along.
I don't think.
There's
Another
much better
thing.
options.
Stop. We need to stop saying those kind of things from now on. Bowley signed players, and what's his name?
Vivel.
And
Vivel.
no, and Harry
Egbali?
Potter,
Great.
proven player. Because people are asking, I saw on Twitter earlier, does Harry Potter approve the Joao Felix transfer? It's not about
It
those
said he
two no
did.
more. We have a proper Hierarchy.
Hierarchy.
We have a
Hierarchy.
recruitment structure, a recruitment.
He
hierarchy.
was
Got it there,
he was
Alex,
aware
bro.
of the move. We'll put it
got
that way. They didn't like
Yes.
blindside him.
Yeah.
He approved and he was aware of it.
But I will
That's it.
totally blame him if we resign.
Jorginho.
Or Jorginho. I don't think we will anymore.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't think we
we're
will.
a
We
whole guy
barely got
anyway.
into the conversation, and I don't think we.
Yeah,
we
we will need to
stopped
step
that.
in this conversation and get this guy right here.
But anyway, who else that Chelsea looked for the right back? I think the sneaky that guy from what's his name?
Matty Cash.
There's Matty Cash, Pedro Porro, and the guy
Matty
from
Cash is not
Lyon.
coming. What's his name? The guy from Croatia that I think he's
Oh,
going.
what, Juranovic?
I think Juranovic is going to Serie A. He said.
Really?
Yeah, I think and it's like a small club in Serie A too. He apparently I just read like 2 days ago. I don't remember who posted it, but he said his dream was to play in Serie A, and I think the only offer he had was from like some mid. I've honestly never heard of them, so I don't know. Maybe we're all overrating him a bit on what other teams see him as, but it sounded to me like he's going to like a mid-table Serie A team.
What
It
does
depends.
you know
anyone?
that
Not
Casado-
saying there's any
It's
reports
like-
about it, but what does anyone feel about Max Aarons? You think he's a
No.
shot?
No,
Who?
You don't rate him.
don't want.
There's much better options.
Current.
Who?
This is in 2020.
Aaron's was like the big thing like 2 years ago. Like now he's
Yeah.
just like he's not it. Like
performance
We've
defensively,
got
no,
much better
no.
options.
And
We-
I think
Pedro Porro is
they're looking
horrible.
for more of a right back profile than a right wing back profile. So
I was
it'll
gonna
be
say,
somebody
yeah,
probably with who's more of a traditional right back.
yeah.
Okay.
But like if we go for Porro, I'm down for it. It's just the problem is we'll have to pay the release clause, which I'm not against,
Who?
but it's on there.
Is he still with
Porro.
City? He's still with City.
It's
yeah?
40
No,
million.
he's
Porro.
with Sporting.
Oh,
He's with
He has I think City has a first right of
yeah, I like
refusal,
that
don't they?
kid.
No, they have a buyback of 20 or
million?
25 mil, and
Yeah.
his release clause is 45 for any other clubs.
40.
Okay.
it was
So if someone
36.
meets the 45, City are out of it
The
anyway.
only way
Yeah.
I can see, because Aston Villa is not a way of rich club. They have rich
But they
owners.
suck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't held the candle when they did that. But what I'm saying is, they will not shy of the price to get cash
I was
to
going to
Chelsea.
say
They will keep the price high, and only way we can get him if we pay full
We
price.
pay a
I was going
premium.
to say, considering he's their starting right back and their
Yeah.
backup is, I think, Ashley Young.
Which
I think he's their
actually,
backup right back.
yeah, but
Oh.
Ashley Young is playing more because the way the coach likes it. That's another thing. Coach is slightly more defensive, more. You see what I'm saying?
I definitely think he's the name the club is looking at, though. If
Yeah,
the
yeah,
price
yeah,
is
yeah.
right.
He'd be a really good option, but I just don't think that we'd get him unless they're going to go and sign a new right back.
Right. He really is kind of like, I'm not saying he's not the perfect player, but he's the perfect kind of guy where you're looking for to be a Reece James backup. Like he's very capable of creating from
He can actually
wide
push Reece
spaces.
James in offensive,
Sure.
and stuff like
Areas.
that. But
Yeah.
so
Yeah, that's
another
the thing. And
thing, another
I'll say,
thing,
and it's
people.
like, oh, go ahead. Alex.
Another thing, James slowly start to be playing multiple positions. So there will be a conversation about him maybe be a center back with privilege of going like what's the name, playing center back. Go higher into the midfield.
He hasn't done that. He hasn't
Remember
done that under Potter.
What are you
though.
saying,
Hasn't
Reece
done that under
James?
Potter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
in
he hasn't done
2026.
that under Potter, but I think that will sustain his career longer, and I think
I
that
agree
would
with
be an
you.
option with Guardiola. Remember that we got our price of Guardiola? That's the reason what kind of player we look for Guardiola. Guardiola is what's his name? Guardiola is actually that kind of player that James can be under Tuchel. He played him a couple of times where
Left
he
center back,
progresses.
left back.
You see what I'm saying? And stuff like that. He can be. That's
I
why
think
we
he can
but
play
we
that
got
Kimmich role.
overpriced
He
from
has the
that.
potential. I
So
think
if
James
we
can play
get the
Kimmich
right back a level, or probably could be higher than James, which is hard to believe it, it doesn't mean that James is going to be playing that position anymore. It means that James can be playing as a center back, and we're going to save money or not going for the player like that. That
Yeah.
could
The
be.
thing is, as well,
You
there's
gotta
something
remember
about-
that we got Fofana too, though, right?
Yeah,
just
Fofana,
came in.
exactly. The same
Right.
players.
So,
Yeah.
so,
The
so
thing-
to mitigate, I don't think that you can, like Reece James is going to be our right back, right wing back.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's not going
If
to
everybody's
be.
fit, yes.
Yeah, so the role for him as a center back is less on offer now because we have Fofana and because we're switching to a back four right now. I don't know if we could say that that's an option anymore. He's probably going to play right back, right wing back at best. And then, you know, we've how many center backs do we have at the club right now? There's still Chalaba too, right?
Yeah, but
There's a ton.
yeah, but the problem is with all those center backs, we're gonna lose it in the summer. Thiago Silva, apparently Koulibaly is not happy.
Well, we have that. We have this awesome guy that just played the other week, that Bashir Humphreys. He was
I
outstanding.
think
What a
he's a
great
right
player.
back. I heard he's a right back.
I heard he needs to stay another year, a couple years in Cobham.
He needs
That's
a couple
what I
years of
thought.
Cobham and then a loan to like
Is that the
Vitesse.
black guy with the like a long hair with the left light?
Yeah.
I thought he did decent. What are
No,
you
he
talking
shouldn't.
about, Josh?
I thought he was terrible. His
He
positioning was shit
Okay.
all game.
Well, yeah.
His positioning was horrendous all game. Koulibaly, everyone's giving shit to Koulibaly. He was playing one-man center back most of that game, man.
Yeah.
Bashir was in the midfield all game. He was out wide. He was chasing after guys. Like
What is
I
wrong with
thought
people in the chat?
he was not good.
What is wrong with you, Tayo? When did I say that James is clear? When did I say? First of all, what the fuck?
They also don't play the same position.
Yeah.
They
So
just
I was gonna
defend
say,
you like that.
if
And
you're
that's my
talking as a
namesake as
fullback,
well, you know. Like
I would say
As a
if you're talking
fullback,
as a-
yeah, James is.
yeah, but if you're talking as a centre back, there's a debate because James isn't a centre back. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Or a
Like,
left-sided center back at that. Like he would probably be
Yeah,
a
like,
right-sided center back
Yeah,
if
as
he
a
was.
center back, Guardiola is way better
even as a
than
central centre
James.
back. Yeah, even as a central centre, like basically anything but like what?
Yeah.
Right back.
The only thing
Um,
James is better in is getting injured than Guardiola. That's the only thing he's better at as a center back. But we move.
Selective hearing.
Look, we need. There's any other options beside Enzo? Because I keep hearing Lavia again on the.
Oh, there's plenty. Like you can go. You've got Lavia. You've got Kone.
No. I'm talking about links.
I mean, as I said, there's plenty. As I said, you've got that. You've got Lavia, as you mentioned. You've got Kone from Gladbach. You've got another guy that he's not been linked with us, but I've mentioned before that I like Thuram from Nice. I think it is. Funny enough, Marcus Thuram's brother. I think it is.
I thought he's a center back.
No, he's a DM.
Big up,
I
Charlie.
think he might have been a centre back, but he moved to DM either this season or last season. But he looks like he's big and he looks comfortable on the ball. Like there's a couple of clips of him just like picking the ball up and just like gliding past players, just shoving them off. But yeah, there's him. Like there's a few options out there. Like it depends on what area you want to go to. You could try for De Jong again. I don't think it will happen, but you could try that direction again. Like there's plenty of options out there. It's just what this ownership group wants to go, or not the ownership group. It's what the like scouting system wants to go for. Because like them now, I think
Yeah,
they're confident.
exactly, Galib. That was my other.
With them, they like
That's for tomorrow's stream, people.
The chat's mentioning a guy that like I have never seen play. I only know him from Football Manager because he was one of like the Wonder Kids from like a couple of years ago. But
shout out
like,
to my FM players, man. Shout out, man.
Ugarte, who plays at Sporting as well, the same club as Porro. Like you could go for a guy like him. Like that's I have faith that the ownership group is going to go for someone like that. They could go and sign someone from like the Croatian league or something, who they've seen some from. Like we just don't know. Like obviously big names are going to be out there, but they could go and sign someone like that, and I'm willing to give it a try.
I think
It can't be worse.
Yeah, to me that's been the brightest thing. The brightest thing about so far with Bully and what they've done. I really like the staff of guys, the team of guys they've brought in that recruitment staff, and I like the players and the profile players that they've already bought and at a young age. Like I think they've done a really good job with those so far.
Also, as well, it's like you said, it's people as well, especially with Shields and with Vivell. It's guys that because their previous job, they're used to having tracking people from a range of different countries with working in the Red Bull group and working in the City Football group. Like they are used to tracking players from every area of the world, whether that be from South America, Africa, Eastern Europe, in Asia, in North America, like every area of the group. And I like that. It means we're no stone is left unturned.
I think Chelsea should look for, you know how we want to look for the second club to buy? I think Chelsea should really start to look into Africa. Really should start looking the team to buy a team in Africa.
The problem is
South America.
South America, I agree. The problem with the teams in Africa, there aren't a lot of professional teams. Like, and so you're
but
gonna have.
I don't know how. I don't know how. Like, there's
Like the way their youth works is really good. Like their youth scouting is really good in Africa, but there's not, as far as I'm aware, there's not too many like top end professional teams. So you'd have to go for one of the.
I see what
You'd
you're
have
saying.
to go for one of the ones like your Wayad in Morocco, or some of the big one in Ghana. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but some of the big ones.
I'm just saying. There's a lot more common. Really good players from Africa lately.
You could cast your net there. I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you want to establish a.
I see what you're saying.
There.
To be fair, I think
certainly cast your.
I could be wrong, and someone correct me in the chat if I am. But I swear Brighton actually have done that. Like I swear Brighton have a. I don't know if they've bought a team, but they have a link with a team in Africa. I think.
There's no commercial value in that.
Hold on. It's better to just have a link rather than buying club.
You're saying so it's like there's not many like teams like tournaments between like for example like I don't know, there's a South Africa Africa, because
there is an
African Premier League kind of thing.
If South America does not have many countries in South America, if you think about it, there's not a lot of them. There's Brazil, Argentina, whatever. Like how many? Maybe
it's okay. So you don't have to name the whole continent.
There's a lot. There's a couple.
There's a couple, but there's not. As a continent of Africa, is more countries in Africa than South America.
Way more.
So I'm saying, like in South, for example, if you have a team in South America, like in Brazil, you're pretty much gonna have a link to all the countries beside them. And in Africa, I don't know how the countries inside Africa has the domestic leagues developed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know how in Africa domestic leagues are developed. So that's what I'm asking. But the talent, let me finish, Scott. But the talent over is common. That is common to. It's significant. It cannot be ignored anymore. It has to be. It has to be understood. And if you put it now, roots over there.
There's no commercial values, though.
I will say to the two people in the chat, by the way, I'm not saying there are no professional teams. Like I know there's professional leagues, a lot of them. I'm saying that the level of the professional league is not that high. Like you've got a couple of clubs, like you've got, as I said, there's a lot in like Egypt and in Morocco, and a couple in like elsewhere because they have the African Champions League. But apart from that, you've got like one in Ghana, I think. One, because there's a couple here and there. I'm saying the level of the professional leagues is not that high compared to somewhere like Alex mentioned of the South American League.
Right.
Like if you're looking for the slightly better player or the better type of team to get players from, you're going to South America. But as Alex said, if you're wanting for the kind of casting your net to more countries or to a wider area, then Africa would be brilliant. It's just you then have to look for the right.
Shouldn't we focus? Shouldn't we focus on our 11 first before we start buying kids from Africa and South America?
I'm just gonna say as well. Wait. Before we go,
I knew it.
Before we go, I just want to say as well, like no one's saying anything racist in this stream. Stop being sensitive. Relax.
Yeah, stop watching Disney, bro. Go watch the
Literally nobody has said anything even remotely offensive. So get
I'm surprised.
Another Nigerian in the chat.
I'm
not offended. Everyone chill out, man.
Why? What happened?
What did we say that is offensive?
Some people are getting the comments.
Alex, you shouldn't be surprised. You
shouldn't be surprised. Be sensitive. Everyone should just chill out.
That's what happened when you watch
Let's go.
Look.
You know what I mean?
What's his name? What's his name?
It's okay.
What I'm
you didn't have to prove it to anybody. Were you?
What I'm saying is, if you don't think that the reason why I'm saying we should look at the continent of Africa is development players, because lately this is how I judge which countries developing better. It's when the youth wins the international tournaments. When youth start winning international tournaments like the World Cup under something, that's the next country that comes with the specific stars. And if I remember correctly, those countries are the ones that sell those players, and they becomes a star.
Didn't England win that?
But I think, Alex, a lot of those kids, though, a lot of those African kids are already parts of big clubs in Europe, teams, right?
Yes.
So I think I get what you're saying. I think Africa's an incredible continent to scout. Like as far, I don't know off the top of my head, and maybe I'm just ignorant to the point, but have there ever been like any big African players who've been bought from an
Well,
African
City
team.
bought
Yes.
City bought
Oh, they-
Iheanacho
This
straight
is the
from
thing, and I
Manch.
think this is the thing. If you're looking at purely youth players, you go and buy players from Africa. Yes, it's an amazing
That's what
market.
I'm
like,
trying to say. Not
but
the
in
African
terms of
players
the-
in Europe, the ones
100.
that haven't been
Point was just
discovered.
my point was on the buying a club. Because you want to do the whole Red Bull or City Football Group thing where you buy a club. Unless you're going to use that club to like scout the players, then I don't think it's worth it. But yeah,
No.
that's the one. The Right to Dream Academy is the one in Ghana. Like, yeah, especially them, and there's a couple of others. The youth players
But I
that
think
come
we should
from,
take in consideration like legal routes to the like the UK, for
Is
instance,
incredible.
in terms of my immigration, like in terms of that, like especially under 18s coming from Africa, their route to the UK may be harder as opposed to going through Germany
France.
or going through
Yeah.
Holland or
Yeah,
France.
there's going to be the extra
So
step
so
for
the
them.
Yeah, I mean,
route,
France-
and I
or
think-
Sweden.
I will say if that's then the plan is to go and buy other clubs, so you go and get a team in Italy, you go
I
and get a
don't.
team in
I'm
Belgium
not.
or whatever.
Maybe
You
I
can send them
misspoke.
to there, and you still get
But
like. So it does work
Maybe I
depending on what
misspoke and I
you
didn't say. I shouldn't say buy a club. Maybe you should build the academy. That will be probably the better thing. If you will build the academy and like somewhere in the middle where a lot of kids can come, that's probably would have been the better situation. And just make that academy big enough so the play like somebody said, use immigration as a proper tool to how you say it, to invite them. You see what I'm saying? Same thing happens in other countries. It used to be MLS. Remember that?
Basically, farming African kid.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man. And that's why people in the chat saying this stupid shit because of you, Rodrigo, man.
Chico.
I wouldn't say farming. I would say trafficking, bro. Not farming.
Jesus Christ.
Wait. What we even discussing?
Whoa.
It's basically
That's
what
why I
we've
need
been
to
doing
pop
like,
up
all
the
this time with the youth, man.
I'm surprised you didn't
Selling
say
them.
trading.
I don't.
No, I understand what Scott said when you like it would have been better if we will buy a club in South America because the league itself it's actually demanding league. I understand that.
But also established. I think that's his point.
I will
Yeah.
say I
just don't
understand what Alex is
understand.
saying. Like that
You can't
market, the
ignore.
African market, is incredible. It's like it's so untapped and it's incredible.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Like there's talent coming from this continent and it's ignored. It's ignored.
Southampton just signed a midfielder from Argentina.
Yes, I know. That's what I was saying. The Lavia links are better. Galiba even mentioned earlier. That's why I think the Lavia could be potential even now, not in the summer, because they already signed the replacement if they need to.
I hope so. I really hope so.
I love Lavia, man. That kid is unbelievable. Rough, not finished product, people. Rough, not gonna win us the Premier League from the game one. There's
It's still
really,
raw.
really-
But he's got it. I heard that.
I love Lavia. Really good player.
Yeah,
Especially
again,
him.
a good piece to a team, right?
puzzle.
He's not.
Yeah.
They're not. These guys.
But he
They're
doesn't.
not all individually going to take us to the top. We need a collective group of good
exactly.
players.
He
What
doesn't
if
have the
Lavia and Enzo?
He doesn't have the volume of passes like Enzo though.
Tasty.
Fine.
Lavia and Enzo. That's the Finnish midfield.
He doesn't
guys-
have
you
the
guys are
volume of
shameless,
passes
man.
though, like Enzo does. Lavia, he doesn't. When I was watching the game, Southampton playing, he doesn't get on the ball as much. Like Enzo dictates the game, but Lavia's. I don't know. I don't know what you see in him, but I didn't see like a guy that's always on the ball, always looking.
Enzo, we're not getting, man. It's too
Structured.
expensive. So Chelsea. We're
First,
not gonna,
Gillett
unless
is
we-
back now. By the way, he's back now. He played not in the cup game, but the game.
Yeah, I watched.
Yeah. He
I
was
watched- I
back.
watched the
Galip.
game.
He already played.
Yeah, I watched that game against Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't have the volume of passes like Enzo does, for example.
Well, it's
Because
not the same
there's
profile
two
They're not
player.
different
the same
calibers of
player.
midfielders.
They're not the same player.
So what's then? Why is it?
And he also
the
plays
one
at
that's deeper.
Southampton, Rodrigo. We
He's
gotta
the
take
one
that.
that deeper than Enzo. Enzo is the one that gonna go higher and being dominating. Lavia is gonna be behind him.
I was going to say Lavia for Southampton was the Romeo replacement. Was
Yeah,
the Oriol Romeo, who was
yeah,
their DM.
have
Like, he's the deeper of the two.
Okay, Ward-Prowse doing the passing and structure.
Yeah, the Ward-Prowse is the like if it would, I wouldn't say it works really on a double pivot. It's more like a single pivot in a way, even though there's two of them. So more often than not, Lavia is the one who stays back.
Exactly. Lavia numbers are not better than Caicedo or Enzo, but those are numbers of fouls based on what you want to put him in the midfield. And I think if you buy him, he's the one that stays deep and fix messed ups from Enzo and whoever plays beside Enzo, and helps the defense.
Yeah.
He's the sitter. He's the true definition of sitter.
Are we gonna improve our team in the 11? Like January,
No.
are we gonna just sign like rotational players, more rotational players?
Kai, I love you, but what are you wanting them to do, Kai?
I want
They
to sign
can't-
actual fucking players that can improve our team, man. Not a bunch of fucking kids from Brazil, man. Who's gonna be good in 3 or 4 years? What are we gonna do now? Like we
Those
are
guys
now
are.
in the shithole, man.
It's very likely those guys play next year for the team. Like some of these guys are. There's a good chance they stay with the team. Like, I mean, I don't think they're going to go buy 11 superstars.
No, you
but
don't need 11, but you do need 2 or 3. You do need 2 or 3 superstars in this team.
I think they're trying to develop superstars. I think that's kind of the way that they're trying to go with the club. The direction they've showed. They want to buy young guys and develop them as a team.
So those deals are easier to make, and there's no coincidence you're seeing those earlier.
Right.
So we just have to wait. I think we still have 2-3 weeks, 2.5 weeks left. The hope is that they are working on those guys, but they're not going to be done right away. I mean, you can already see the intent with Enzo, so it's not like they're not going to go for those guys. We just have to see which one they land.
Intent is nice, man, but like we do need like to upgrade the quality of our squad.
He's telling me that I'm not happy with my breakfast. For fuck's sake, man.
No, man, because like what do you have to be happy about Chelsea, man? We're 10th. Like everything we're looking at is hindsight. You don't even know if it's gonna come to tuition, you know.
I mean, that's where we're at right now.
I know, Josh. I'm not denying that fact. I'm just saying like we could have been doing more to kind of.
Kai thinks that we can sign
Neglect
one
that fucking
superstar, and we all of a sudden in top 4.
Not one super.
I know who you want, Kai. Don't worry, we're working.
We do need like a good midfielder, man. We do need a good midfielder and a good attacker as well in this team, man. I don't know if some 17-year-olds from Brazil or from Africa, wherever the fuck they were getting them, is gonna be solving our issues, man.
You never know. Could find the next Mbappe.
Yeah, because that's what all the other teams are doing, man. Finding the next Mbappe.
I mean, what's the price to compete now? Like, I think that's something that needs to be addressed. Like, what's the price to compete right now? Like, how much would Chelsea have to spend to compete with Man City right now?
I don't think the money is the
million?
problem with
I
Chelsea
think it is a
competing
problem.
with City.
No, it's the quality.
Because you need high quality players, right? Like, and what the prices are for high quality players are crazy right now, ridiculous.
We don't have a lot of them.
So what's the point? Yeah, so what's the point then? So you want to compete with City, you want to be back at the top of the mountain. What's the value there? Like, how much can you actually invest to get to that point?
You try to level up the playing field. You buy quality is good enough for City.
Dennis, I don't think they're trying to compete with City now. They're trying to compete with
I'm
City in the next 3, 4, 5 years.
I'm asking Kai.
Oh, okay.
I hear you guys. I'm about like trying to find the diamonds in the rough and developing them and like seeing where we go from there.
That's not how the world works. That's not how the big clubs work.
So how does the world work? Tell me.
I look at Bayern. When is Bayern looking at for fucking little kids from I don't know
what
when?
are you talking about?
That's the only thing
what about
they do.
Barcelona? What about that's not true. That's not true. They get their team from other good teams in the league that they get it from.
And
they don't
also
get
develop
a
young
random
players.
kid from Brazil that nobody heard of.
What are you talking about, man? That was the worst example you could come up with, man.
Exactly. Bundesliga is the worst example you can actually get.
No. Same thing with Madrid, man. They get the best players from their league, and then they try.
Madrid,
other leagues.
Madrid.
Okay, and
yes.
we used to be on that level. I'm sorry if you have the same fucking ambitions of Arsenal or Everton. But
no, we're never on the same level.
Too fucking true, man. Yes,
no, we didn't. This is why I always called us the poor ass Real Madrid.
We are 10th and we're trying to find kids from fucking South America. You guys are
Kai, you're deluded.
You delusional, Kai. I swear, man. It's like
unfortunately, we won't be. Real Madrid are different gravy, guy. Kai.
Exactly, Daniel. Real Madrid. No, it's not 60 mil. Real Madrid actually paid 80 for the 16-year-old kid.
3 years ago, used to compete with City.
No, Kai, answer me, you dumb fuck. Who did we just paid 80 million for what kid? Real Madrid.
Which 80 million?
For a
Yeah, but that's-
16-year-old.
Yeah, but
Oh,
that's
they
for the
Can't
future.
even play for him for 2 more years.
There's a huge difference because they already have a good team now. We don't have a good team now.
Hold
Yeah,
on a
that's- that's
second.
part-
Name,
that's part
hold
of
on
the
a second.
problem.
Hold on a second. How old is the midfield in Real Madrid right now?
Not very
Yeah, but
old when you
but that
consider
doesn't
The
matter. They
starting,
still have an 11.
the starting
They still have
midfield is older.
a good starting midfielder, though. We don't have a good starting midfielder. You bitch every fucking week about Jorginho and the fucking show, man.
Kai,
About our
you know what the
starting
difference
forward,
is?
man.
You just said that we used to compete with Man City. The difference is
Yes,
when we
yes.
go back
No,
into
no,
the window,
It's not
when
that
we
we
went
used
back
to.
into the window,
3-4 years ago.
look at our
3-4
windows.
years
Look at
ago.
our windows the last 3 years. The last
Yes,
4
because-
years.
Yes, because we
We
didn't buy.
bought so that's
Okay,
why we're
right.
now behind the 8 ball. We can't
Yeah,
make that
because-
gap up by spending
No,
150
no.
million on every player that we need.
That's because our scouting was shit. We bought players because they
Exactly.
weren't potential from them.
Exactly. So
So
we're in a
we should-
rebuild right now. You don't
Yeah,
rebuild by
we're
playing
in a rebuild because
150 million for players.
We've done things wrong. That's why we're in a rebuild. Not because we used to
Exactly.
buy ready-made players. No, we used to
Exactly.
buy. What do you mean exactly? But that's the point I'm trying
I'm
to make.
agreeing
We-
with you. I'm exactly.
should-
So you
No,
can't,
no, Mr.
we
Mr.
shouldn't have
Kai,
signed
please
somebody
name
like
me.
Havertz. We
Please
should
name
have
me the
signed
last
somebody
time we
who-
signed a ready played made player.
we did it
When
under
we signed
Sarri.
Costa Fabregas,
No, under
Costa Fabregas.
Well, and to
We
your
signed
point on Real
Porro.
Madrid, they didn't buy, like, they spent what, 70 on Tchouameni and what, another 40,
100 on
50 on
Tchouameni.
Camavinga. Both
Yeah, but
those kids are
Tchouameni-
like
Tchouameni
17,
is
18, 19 years
100.
old. I mean,
Tchouameni is regarded as one of the best in Europe. None of the players that we had, most of
no,
them,
best prospects maybe, not best player. He was a highly
Tchouameni is-
recruited
Yeah, but
prospect.
how many prospects do we have in our team that we bought that are actually prospects? I haven't.
We
heard of
haven't
any of
bought
them.
nobody.
This
That's why
Santos
we're
guy-
looking for to buy.
Santos guy, I've
So
never
hold
heard
on
of
a
him before,
second.
man.
Hold on a second. Sky Havertz was considered one of the highest prospects at the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he was 21 years old, and he
And
wasn't that
how old
good.
is the Tchouameni?
Yeah, but again, I'm blaming our fucking scouts because we bought players because we thought they're gonna be good and we didn't. But that doesn't
Yeah,
mean that
you're
we
right.
should change away from signing the best players in the world. We still need to buy the
Look,
best players in the world. For us to be the
Look,
best players in
hold
the
on a
world.
second. Hold on a
Trying to
second.
find diamonds in the rough is not gonna work for big clubs. It doesn't work for big clubs. Maybe it
Oh
works
my
if you compete
God.
for third, fifth, sixth.
Stop talking. Just let somebody explain. The problem is you cannot build the starting 11 from already players.
Yes, we did. Yes, we can. We've done it before. City have done it too. Yes,
No,
you
we
can.
don't. De Bruyne
we
is
can.
in that team
Look
since
at-
he was 20.
Look at the No, he wasn't.
Yeah,
De
he
Bruyne
was 24 or something when he went
24.
to...
It's a huge difference between 20 and 24. 24 is already an established player.
And why did I tell you what kind of players we buy? It's 24 is the finished product.
We bought fucking 17-year-old, 18-year-old, like fucking kid from Brazil who nobody fucking heard of, and a bunch of what is his name? That dickhead we bought from
Oh
France?
my God.
Nobody. The only
Are
reason
we
bought
going for the
Guillermo-
players like Enzo? Are we going for the players
We're
for
not-
the different...
Yeah, but where is he? He's not here. That's
I
the
don't
issue.
know.
We're
Go
saying-
look at the front.
You're
my
missing
Hey,
the
Kai,
whole.
you know,
You're
hey,
missing-
I
Kai,
hear it,
Kai,
bro.
I don't even
Kai,
know
you're
what
killing
we're
me,
I'm
bro.
trying
You're
to
killing me,
concerned, bro. Let it out, Kai.
You are
Speak your
killing me.
You're
truth, my
missing
bro.
my whole
Speak your
point. My
truth.
whole point is we need to fix our team and then we can build around fucking kids.
Guy, we
and
bought in
make
Kunku.
something
Like
around.
just that was one of the first sightings under the new regime.
Yeah, but he can't play right now.
Yeah, okay,
can't
so
play
you want
now.
the yo, man, you sound like a virgin on prom night,
your
man. This is
truth,
Bro, I
crazy,
have-
man.
No, we need to improve our team now. That's what you guys are not getting. We're 11th. I know it's easy because of you guys been watching Mountain Harvest for 3 years, so you think this where our standard should be, but it shouldn't. We should
Guy,
try to
Don't
don't
bug
tell
yourself
people
before the big
about the
dance,
Chelsea
man.
standard when you've been watching Chelsea for 10 years.
No, shut your mouth, man. I've watched Chelsea for over 20 years, man. Where did you get that from? Lewis, when is the last time you've seen Chelsea this bad in your life? And be honest.
You muted.
And be honest, man. You're a mute, by
Good,
the
stay
way.
on mute.
Never.
When is the last time you saw a quality
don't-
of this? Even the team of Zola, when we weren't even rich, had better.
Well, that was
quality.
before my time.
Yeah.
My time.
That was like the beginning of my time, and they're still better than this team. And you know what? The first thing.
Hold on a second. Hold
He's
on.
not
I'll
serious,
ask you history.
already
I'll
did.
ask you history, man. When did the last time Chelsea in 30 years had 10 number one injured players? Started 11.
Even before we had the injury, we were shit. Don't blame the injuries. Even before we had the injuries, in the beginning of the season, we were shit.
Kai, we haven't had it. I don't think we played 2 games in a row with
my
the full
God.
team this season.
Yeah, but even before that, Josh, we were shit. Even last season, we were shit. Under Tuchel, when we were under Tuchel, which is why I don't blame Potter. We were shit. We needed like investment in the team as it is. The team from last
I
season.
think
We
Virgin
didn't.
Abramovich is the best name
We
for Kai.
didn't. You can call me all you want, Alex. You know me. You know I'm far from a person, bro.
I know,
What
Kai.
you call me is
Look,
nothing,
I
bro.
know what you're
But
saying.
it's
I know what you're saying, but we never have done what you said that we've done.
yes, we
Chelsea
have.
will
Yes, we have.
never.
We signed
no.
Fabregas, Costa in their prime, and we got Courtois. He was reaching.
Yeah,
he
but
was about to reach
Kai,
his
those
prime.
two guys were
Courtois.
those two guys completed
Hold on a second. He
completed a
just burned
puzzle that was
himself.
already being built, right? So
Oh, yeah.
Fabregas and Costa came into a team that was ready
First
to
of all,
win
the only
the
team.
championship.
But
The
even
only
before
team
that,
Chelsea can be proud that they actually bought ready players. They are not ready players. When John Terry, all those players they bought the foundation. Those are not the ready finished players.
Mourinho's first season, all them man there.
Exactly.
and who?
All
And
That's
them
when
man
we
there.
bought the
That was his
foundation.
in the
first
Mourinho,
time he did that.
in the
He did a
Mourinho's first
madman.
season, who did we bring in Mourinho's first season?
We bought Duff,
We bought
Robin,
Drogba,
Czech,
Drogba. Those are young
Glenn
players. Those are
Johnson,
not finished products.
Joe Cole. We bought man were coming in. It was unprecedented. Next season we brought SCM,
Exactly.
like Felix.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
but
don't think
You know.
Abramovich even knew who Drogba was.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
guys-
It was
you
just
guys are-
as a kitty.
No, but
that was
Drogba was highly regarded in Europe at the time. I even read this book and I read Mourinho's
No,
book.
I
and they
heard
were
that.
talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
him.
He was highly
He
rated.
was
I know
highly
that, but
regarded. That's why they
still.
won.
Oh my God!
Now,
But that's
the
again,
signing-
that's the
the
highly
signing-
rated.
Yes,
It's
but
what we're doing
none of
right
the-
now, Kai.
Which
Why you
players did
can
we sign that
understand
are
that
highly
this
rated?
is what we're doing right now.
Alex, if we could go, Alex, if you think if we could go back, say we had this stream. Kai, 1 second. This is a question for you. Say we had this stream back then, right? And we're streaming, and we're like
can we use the
Abramovich wants to buy Ronaldinho. I'm like, but Mourinho wants this Drogba guy. Who do you think Kai would be saying we should buy? Who the fuck is this Drogba guy? He plays in Marseille. Who the fuck? This is Ronaldinho we're talking about. This is
Why are
Ronaldinho.
we saving those kids from Africa?
Drogba was highly regarded. Drogba was highly regarded. This Santos, nobody heard of him before. This Thorvin guy, nobody in France want him but us. Because he's
Oh
an
my
achieved
God!
leader.
What about
But
that
to
kid?
be honest,
Hold
I'll
on
be
a second.
very
What
honest
about
with you. No one heard of Drogba
what?
before he came.
No,
Yeah,
what about
Drogba
that
was-
kid? What about that kid from South America that plays for Manchester City as a striker? That 18 years old kid.
Okay, but he's a rotation with Haaland. They didn't keep bringing him as a first choice. Our issue is you're trying to bring first choice players who are kids to the first team. And the team first needs to be built into a team that is able to compete, and then you rebuild. Even Mourinho said those same fucking words, not just me. First, you build an established team, and then you bring the youth to that team.
That's exactly what they're doing, Kai. They're building a team.
Josh, look at our team, bro. Which of our team is established?
Yeah, but Kai, this team isn't one or two. This team isn't 1 or 2 players away from being title winners. They're like 8, 9, 10 players away from being title winners. What they're doing right now, what you're witnessing right now with these young guys, is them building a core to then maybe in a year or two add 1 piece, 2 pieces to win a title. Like this team is far from competing with the cities.
Hold on a second.
That's why
Alex, just before you two go, I just need to read the super chats. Ron Swanson says which Sakarian issue wasn't bad. He wants to be here, but it looks like he's probably waiting for us, so that's a positive. Professor the King also says, Kai, who are some of the world-class players out there that we can get below ridiculous prices? You're a part of the problem. I don't know.
I disagree with that.
No. Kai, I'm just gonna say last. No, Kai, I'm gonna say last thing to you, and we move on. I think you're gonna be disappointed with Chelsea for the next 2-3 years.
No, I've been disappointed in Chelsea.
No.
3 years.
I'm just trying to make it easy for you. Disconnect from Chelsea for the 2-3 years because you're going to be crying for the next 2-3 years. That's all I'm saying. That's it. Kai, no, I'm done talking to you.
You can be done. You can be done. I'm not done.
Okay,
I've been disconnected
that's
from
it.
Chelsea
That's
for the
all
last
I'm
3
saying.
years.
Go,
When all of the people here were kissing Lampard's ass and saying, "Oh, he's gonna do this for us. We should give him time. We should." Same fucking words that they're giving now with Potter. No other manager can fix us. This is the issue. We have issue here. The team is good enough. Give them 3-4 years. And what did I say at that time, Lewis? I said Mountain Harvest will get you nowhere because these guys don't have the abilities. They don't have the technical abilities to be elite players. They're not good enough. And everybody else here,
you're lying because you're a big fan of Kai Havertz. Lying.
When he first signed, that's his first year.
And what manager did you bring in?
Second year, I wanted him.
No. What manager did you bring in? What's his name? Lampard.
Lampard, yes.
Lampard came when Kai Havertz came when Lampard was the manager.
The second season with Lampard.
Okay, so you've been saying that you've been on Havertz says from second season.
From the second season he came in, yes. From his second season,
I was
with Tuchel as well. That's not true. Go look it up. Look it fucking up, man. Watch every stream that I've been through. And
Even
the exact same words.
I still think that Kai Havertz is a decent player until this summer,
No,
until this
before-
season.
No, even last year I thought his time was already up.
Me, it took till the end of last season to turn.
Yeah, I'm just like for me it's even
I
before,
believed in the
halfway
hype
through the
until
season.
then.
Yeah, for me these guys, like for me, I've
But
been
Mount, like, fair enough. I know you're against
I
Mount.
think
that's where
you
you're just
Andrew Tate of
me.
Chelsea fans, Kai. That's all.
You call me all you want, bro. Like I honestly, like how you call me, you guys know me. I'm a very fucking.
I know,
confident
Kai.
guy.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
actually
I
respect
don't-
your opinion and
no,
everything. I just
no,
don't
but
think it's the
you're
same
saying-
team.
Okay, it's this. You can say what you want, but bro, like look at. I'm
No,
not happy.
God.
I'm not happy where Chelsea is right now at the club. And in my opinion, you guys can have your opinion, thinking that we should find the rough and whatever and all the diamonds or whatever. I just think Chelsea should do better and build the first 11 and then look at other team and
Okay.
then
Right,
build those.
but
And
the
I
problem is,
disagree with you
the
on
price-
one thing.
There is no problem.
Can I
There
just
is no
say this
problem.
one thing? The price
Kai.
to compete at that level is too high right now.
No,
The
no.
price to
No,
compete at
because
that
we made it
level
too
is
high.
too
We
high.
made it
No,
too
no,
high.
no.
If we started
Exactly.
building from 16, 17, when we already had a very good team, rather than sign crap like Mount, crap like Havertz, Timo Werner,
Look.
all these young players, and we signed players who would improve our team, we wouldn't be in the situation we are right now.
You're
Just
right.
when I thought I was out, you bring me right back in. Kai, when what you're saying
We
is
also
true.
had
We
a
used
ban
to
as
buy
well,
one
Kai.
or two players into this team and they helped us. The problem is, for some reason, you tend to forget that there's a period in Chelsea, under Abramovich even, that we used to get the young players to build the statue. When Costa came and Fabregas came, Chelsea already had the statue. Do you understand that? There was not a team that you have to build the first 11. We
Yes,
are
but-
building out of
Oh
young
my
team.
God! But we need to invest in this team now, not young
That's
players.
what they're doing, Kyle.
But that's
That's
what
what
I'm
they're
saying.
doing.
When did we
I'm
buy?
not
When
seeing
did
any
we build?
indication of that, though, bro.
When did we got the team of first 11s finished players?
We never did, but that's why I disagree. We should start doing it now.
Do
Right
you
now, we
agree
don't have
this
a ready
current
team.
roster as right now stinks?
I think it's more than stinks. I think it's
Okay, so
Brighton level.
we're not a piece or two away from being good. You're admitting that, right?
But I don't think kids would fix it. I think we need elite players, like at least 3 or 4 elite players, and then put around them put kids. You
Yeah,
can't
you-
just build a whole core of kids. That's where I
you-
disagree with you guys.
You have to have like, so listen, we're
Okay.
in those years when we bought Costa and Fabregas, the previous year, you could look at that Chelsea team and be like, God damn, we're a striker away from being good. A striker away. What do? They
Thank
go and
you.
get it. Costa, bam, bang, they win the title that year. Oh man, we're we need just somebody who can pick a pass out from deep. Fabregas, bang, win a title that year. It's like we're not anywhere near that. This team is not one position away from winning anything, let alone a championship, like a domestic cup, a top 4, a top 6. It's way more than one player away from any of that. So they have to build that group, which is what they're doing now by buying young guys all around the same age, bringing them in, let them mold together, and then you can go add a piece here and there that might win you something in a year or two. But you can't, there's no one player or 2 players even that are going to fix this team if we just add them into it.
But Josh,
There's just not.
This is where you and I kind of agree with you, but at some point, like I disagree with you. Because look at Mourinho when he came in.
Right.
That's
13,
different time zone. That's
13,
No.
14,
bro.
He's
Let me finish.
actually about to get into the conversation that I was going to bring.
Let me finish. So 13,
10
14,
minutes,
yeah,
then we gotta wrap up. Go on,
we
Kai.
we had a very young midfield who let's say had their own thing, right? Like we had Mata, we had Hazard, we had a lot of young players, but who had potential, right? Then he went in and he got what did he get at the time? Then we got Matic.
Who? Hold on, stop. Who did we got ready-made player?
Matic wasn't already made when we got him.
No, he's actually youth player.
No, when we got him back from Benfica.
Oh,
he
not
wasn't ready-made.
Mata. What's
Matic,
his name?
Matic.
The other one,
Matic wasn't
Matic.
ready-made? Okay, you were one of the first people who bitches here at the midfield being not good enough,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so we got an established midfielder. Even Mourinho agreed that we need an established midfielder. So he got him. He got Fabregas, both of them in established age. And then around him, he got younger players who could play in midfield. Like
What
Ruben
about
Neves,
Ramirez?
all
Was
these
he
guys.
young player at
Ramirez-
Chelsea at the time?
Yeah, Ramirez was there, but he was also being pushed out. Therefore, he got player who is younger than him, who was still good at that age where he was experienced. And then we signed other players. Same thing with attack. We
Thank you,
had
Winter Surfer.
we had Hazard. The team wasn't built over. The team was already in the sort of being built, and then he added a core player in every position. He got A core player in
So the
defense.
rebuild for Chelsea that in that period started in
Yeah, the
2012.
core player and striker. Yeah, the core had two core players in the midfield, which are both of them Fabregas and Matic. Core players in
What-
the
But
midfield.
What
that
you
team
just
started
proved me
getting
that
Attack,
Mourinho
yeah.
came.
rebuild started in 2012.
Attack. He started when Mourinho came in, man.
No,
No,
2000.
it didn't.
It
That's
didn't.
the problem. You think that Mourinho
with Benitez.
rebuilt
The
it,
reason-
but the
the
rebuild
reason
started
Mourinho came
earlier.
on- Oh my days.
Benitez.
The reason Mourinho
That was-
came was to build the team.
No, it started with
Benitez
Benitez.
didn't even play John Terry and Lampard because he doesn't like him, man.
Yeah,
After we
Mourinho-
won the Champions League, we
Mourinho
rebuilt the
Mourinho
team.
Mourinho came in to rebuild that fucking team.
He
That's the
start-
only
no,
reason.
Oh my
With-
god.
No, it's
Now you're deluded,
2012.
man. You for-
I think it's
He brought in boys. You can call me how you want. I remember,
No,
like,
Kai,
almost every
he
fucking
actually
player in that
finished
team,
the
man.
product that rebuild was
Yeah,
going.
Exactly. Exactly.
He
He came
it.
at the end of the rebuild and got
He
one
literally
of two
rebuilt the
players.
whole team, man. Like literally, he started rebuilding that whole team.
If he
No.
rebuilt the
How?
whole team, that means that the whole starting 11 brought by Mourinho, but it
No,
didn't.
no.
Courtois wasn't bought by Mourinho.
No,
Hazard.
no.
Hazard
Oscar,
wasn't bought by
no.
Mourinho. It was only Costa and Fabregas and
Yeah.
Sherlock.
Not even
Even
Costa.
Costa.
Costa
he
was
did
there.
buy-
No,
He
no,
bought-
Costa. He brought Costa. He brought Costa.
He
Alex,
bought
you
Costa
got
and
it right.
Fabregas.
Costa,
And
I
Luis
remember
Felipe.
when we got knocked out by
Costa,
Everton.
Costa, Shirley, William, Alf came from him.
No, not William. He didn't buy William.
William came from him. He bought him the season he wanted supposed to get Rooney from. Remember,
He
couldn't get Rooney,
I
so he
think he
got
got him in
Hazard.
his first
Got William.
season. In his
Yes,
first
he got him in
season
the
back,
first
he got
season.
William.
He got William. He got Shirley. He got
No, William.
Then he
Sherlock
got
was in his second
Fabregas.
season.
Yeah, but
And
I'm
Fabregas.
talking about all the seasons that Mourinho was here.
Okay.
For the season when he came back, he
Okay.
got William.
Ramirez 22, William was 22. I don't know when he said that the ready-made players.
Ramirez wasn't 22 when Mourinho was here, man. Ramirez
Hey,
wasn't 22.
Bottom
when
line
Mourinho
is,
was here.
I don't think that you can make the argument that the rebuild
Yeah.
wasn't started in 2012 and then
Exactly.
Josie came in and finished it. Like it's you can't ignore
No, no.
that. It's
My argument, my whole argument was that the fact that we were actually fucking building with experienced players mainly. We weren't
But we
building with
weren't,
young
though.
players mainly.
the core of
Yes,
that
we
team.
were.
Hazard
Yes,
was the
we
team.
fucking were. Yes,
Mata
no.
was the team then. Like, what do you mean? The players that were the talismanic
Every-
figures on that team.
No.
were young
Look at the difference.
players.
Look at the difference between what we have now. Now we have like our main players are, let's say,
Yeah,
Mount
the
and
players
Hazard.
aren't as good.
Both of
but
them are
it's still the
24
same-
years old.
Fundamentally,
It
it's the
wasn't
exact same thing.
formula. How can it be the same formula if
You know what's funny? In 3 years, Jose
man.
Mourinho gonna come to Chelsea, buy one player, and Kai's gonna say, "Oh, Mourinho rebuilt this team."
No, he didn't. Mourinho literally. How can you say one player if he bought fucking Williams? Surely.
Yeah.
Costa,
I think
Fabregas,
I think
Matic.
you.
That's Courtois. That's almost the whole fucking 11. What do you mean?
Courtois was came before Mourinho.
But he brought him back from Monaco to play for us.
Villas Boas
He was
signing.
always gonna come back.
He's already a
Oh.
Chelsea
I know.
player. What kind of waffle is this?
But this is you're the idiots who waffling. Literally, it's a whole like almost a whole fucking team, bro. A new goalkeeper, a new left back, and you like
Bro,
you got
that
Felipe
was
Luis.
Who's the goalkeeper Mourinho brought?
Courtois. He replaced.
No, Villas
Peter
Boas
Cech.
bought
Oh my
Costa.
God.
Courtois had been a Chelsea player for
Yeah.
3 years
But
before
he was
that.
playing for Atletico Madrid. He literally recalled him that year. He recalled him because he
He
wanted
was going to get
for him
recalled
to move from
regardless.
Czech.
Yeah,
No,
Peter
he
Cech
wasn't.
is like almost on a wheelchair by that
Oh my
time.
God, you guys have shit. Either you have shit memories
I
or you.
want
really
to share something between Tuchel and Graham Potter. So when Tuchel was at the end, Tuchel said there is going to be a rebuild. Tuchel wanted Matthias de Ligt because everybody's trying to start a build from the back. All right.
Bro, I swear, guy, you guys really need to look up who Mourinho brought to the club at 13-14 and 14-15. We literally rebuilt the
And
almost
you
the whole
said
squad.
Courtois came under
The whole
Mourinho.
squad. The whole squad. He came to the team, the Mourinho. He didn't play for Chelsea beforehand.
Yeah,
was
because he was
alone.
18 when we got him.
Yes, but he brought him back to Chelsea. He brought him back to the team, and he replaced.
He was going to come back
Courtois.
regardless.
He
He was
replaced
already
Czech
gone
after
for
all that
3 years.
time.
He was
He
already
was
gone for
coming
like
back
3 years,
regardless,
bro.
man.
Brain dead, man. No, he wasn't coming back because Peter Cech was going
Why?
to play. If it wasn't for
Why?
Mourinho brought him back.
Courtois never played for us. This is a top-rated goalkeeper who
Yeah, he
just
haven't
got to
played
the
for
final
us,
of the Champions
but
League with
Mourinho wanted him to
Atletico
play back.
Madrid. Why would he
Mourinho-
not come to?
Because Mourinho gave him.
What have I missed?
Mourinho gave him the season to play at Atletico, and then he said he'll
How
get
can
him
you
back.
give him the
No,
credit
we
for
didn't
bringing
have
How
to
can
pay
Mourinho give him a
Maldini,
season
bro.
because he was
That's
at Madrid himself?
What am I missing?
Play for us back.
Kai is saying that Mourinho built the
I
team
said
for
Mourinho.
Chelsea.
I said Mourinho rebuilt almost the whole team when he came at 13-14.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
I don't even know how this is even a debate right now.
I don't
What's
exactly. I don't
happening?
even know
Can
how
you-
this
can
is
you-
debate.
Lewis, can you do me a favor? Can you pull up a transfer market? Chelsea 13-14.
13.
I'll do it, and I can tell you now, he didn't rebuild this team.
He changed the whole team. The way the
No,
whole
he
team.
didn't.
The whole
Yes, he
team.
did.
The whole
No, he
team.
Yes, he
didn't.
did. Almost the whole
No, he
team.
didn't. Okay, Kai. Let me read you every transfer he made that season, and let me tell you, and let you make the judgment whether he changed the whole team. 13-14, yeah.
All right.
Casey Palmer,
Okay.
Andre Schürrle,
Okay.
Josimar Quintero, Van
Okay.
Hinkel,
Okay.
Mark Schwarzer, Christian Cuevas, Stipe Paritza, Willian, Eto,
Okay.
Christian Atsu, Bertrand Traore, Matic, Salah, Zuma, Pasalic.
Okay.
How's that rebuilding a team, bro?
And 14-15. I said 14-15 and
Most of those
14-15.
You said
I didn't
13-14.
say one season.
No, you just said.
Oh God, Kai, you're contradicting yourself, man.
I swear, I'm
most of
dealing
those
with
guys
fucking-
Okay, guys, I gotta go, man.
That's
It's been a good
Go
chat,
look at
man. We'll talk soon.
Go look at
Most
Chelsea.
of those guys
Go look at Chelsea.
never played
Go look
for
at Chelsea. No, go look at Chelsea team 2012, 2013, and then compare it to the team that was 14-15. Look at the two teams. Do that for me, Lewis, please. Look at
What?
Chelsea 2012, 2013, and then look up Chelsea 14-15 after Mourinho was here, already finished his team. Could you do that for me, please? Like the 11s.
What, get
Both of the
two
11s.
starting 11s up?
Yes. From the 13, from the 12, 13.
What game specifically? Like,
Just the
Burnley, goal,
Blood,
Chelsea,
Europa League
Burnley.
final. Europa League
You-
final.
Yeah,
Chelsea-
Europa League
Chelsea-
final. Yeah.
12, 13.
Chelsea 2-1 Benfica. I'll get the Europa League final one up. This is the lineup in there. No, oh, that's the wrong fucking game. 2013.
I am
Yeah,
going to
2013.
laugh today. All right, put it.
No, that's UEFA
Oh.
Champions League.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
Europa League.
Yeah, that's
Europa
not.
League is
That's
Europa
what. Yeah,
League,
sorry, that's what.
There's the
Alright.
line.
I can't see that. Let me see.
Wait, let me get the cookies out. It's on the.
All right.
It's on,
All right, now put
Alright.
Chelsea 14-15 team.
Let me get that. What Chelsea game do you want from that season? Because
Just choose. Let's say the.
I'll say 2-0 Arsenal when we beat them 2-0.
The December one.
Also, can I just say, if we're gonna do this,
No, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Just put the team. You guys are fucking idiots, and I'm gonna prove you wrong. Put 14-15,
God.
please. Put 14-15.
Jesus Christ.
Put 14-15.
Put it.
And tell me we
Okay.
didn't change almost the whole team.
Okay, so that's. Let me get the other one up.
And look at the two teams. And tell me that's not enough. Not big changes in the team.
I see about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 changes.
No. That's Peter Cech wasn't the main player for us that season.
Can I just say, of the team that Lewis is showing, and the team that or the signings that he made,
Mikel wasn't even the first.
1, 2,
first choice.
3,
No, Lewis,
5,
it's the wrong team.
6.
No.
Do you want a different squad? Okay,
Yeah, no.
You
put
see,
the
how many
Chelsea-
squads are we gonna go for?
No,
to-
we're gonna
how
go
many-
through one non-biased one that was playing most of the time. Please pick that.
Okay,
that team.
14-15 starting 11. Let me see what.
Yeah.
Also, if we're
You
gonna
will
do
find
this,
it.
can I just
I
say,
No,
don't
we're
can I
gonna
just
do it because we're
if
gonna
we're
do this
gonna-
because
if
you
we're
guys
gonna
acted
do
like
this,
fucking
if we're
clowns.
going to do
Now
I
it's
already
really
did
wrong.
it. I already did it. I
I'll
already
do
pulled
it.
up.
I was on a call. I
Most
was
of
on a
that
call.
fucking team is different. Most of that team is different.
Cool,
You were
Kai,
trying
Kai.
to be like clown, prove me wrong like fucking idiots, and now that you're proven wrong that most of that fucking team doesn't even look the fucking same, now you're sitting there like a bunch of fucking idiots
Kai,
with your
can I ask
mouth
a question?
open.
What is the point
Most
here?
of that team is
Say
different.
He's
Most of that
making
team
a point that Mourinho
most
didn't
of
rebuild
that
it,
fucking
innit?
team is different.
Say most of the team is different. What is the point here
It
that
is
Mourinho did what?
The point that
what-
Mourinho put your fucking little youth player Mata, kicked his ass out, and what a fucking Premier League because
So,
he
so
wanted
you're
us
telling
to rebuild the
sorry.
team
So
properly.
what you're telling me is he took arguably our best player from the last 2 seasons and told him,
Arguably,
I
yeah,
don't
he
need
passed
you.
up because he did a
Got
lot
rid
more
of
for
him.
Justin. Yeah.
No, so what you're saying is he made the team worse.
He did it. He made
So
it
that's
best.
what
He
you're
won the
telling
Premier
me.
League.
He made the
That-
team worse.
The team,
He
the
made
team
the
before
team
Mourinho
worse.
haven't won shit.
Right.
No,
He made
What,
the
we won
team
the Europa
worse.
League?
So
we
he
have.
made
Yeah,
the
won
We won the
Premier
Champions
League
League and the
after
Europa
him.
League.
So he made the team worse.
He
He changed him for a worse player in Oscar.
He didn't.
And that was a positive.
Oscar was there before him, bro. Oscar was
Wait,
there before him.
so what? You preferred Oscar to Mata?
So what's the fucking conversation here, man?
The whole conversation was the fact that Mourinho changed the whole team, and you said no. And
Dynamic midfielder is Fabregas, by the way, guys.
If we're going to do this again, because this thing about he changed the whole team, right? Cool. If we're going to do all this, then, and again, so he took Mata out. So he made us worse in that respect. He then also, if we're going to do,
Fabregas and Costa made us better, much better.
Okay, and he also
made us better than what Ramirez
changing the team he did. He also oversaw transfers that were a waste of fucking time. Case in point, Felipe Luis. Case in point, Juan Cuadrado. Like, if we're going to do this nonsense,
he also got us Shirley, who was like,
and then he destroyed them.
Oh my
days! That wasn't the point. The point was it's changed. He changed the whole team. That was the fucking point. Not how you fucking subjectively feel about it. Because I don't give a fuck what you feel about it. I said that he changed most of the team, and he did change most of the team. So he did rebuild the team, didn't he? He did rebuild the team.
So Kai, question.
Because
isn't Chelsea Kai?
You standing there like a bunch of idiots trying to embarrass me in front of the chat when I was fucking right, and now you're
still wrong.
Isn't Chelsea rebuilding now?
Most of the team was changed.
I'm asking you a question.
Chelsea need to be changed.
Isn't Chelsea rebuilding now?
Chelsea rebuild because they cast that to themselves.
Every team go through that phases. Even teams who have been successful have to go through rebuild phases.
The way they rebuild, they're rebuilding wrong. In my opinion, they're rebuilding wrong. And I will stick by that. They're rebuilding wrong. They shouldn't be rebuilding with young players. They need to first build a core that is good enough to challenge, and then they can.
Doing that with young players. That's how you.
But you have to understand. You have to understand the role of the owners and their philosophy. They want young players, and if you look at it, they bought Nkuku, they bought Badashili, they bought Fofana.
Badashili is not an established player.
Last few points I got to wrap up.
He's 21, regardless of how you pick it. He's 21, so it's a part of the rebuild process.
Yeah, but you rebuild with good enough players to make a rebuild.
But
if you rebuild,
I think Kai has more conversation when if you would have said Mourinho restructured the players that other managers and team build to win the title, to be competitive.
We are not far off from being complete on the way a lot of people
think. But I don't think you can give credit to Mourinho for that, for signings of the players. That's all it is.
If Chelsea haven't won a Premier League in 5 years since before Mourinho came in, and he comes in and win the Premier League, then he is highly fucking.
Right, let me get through these super chats that I gotta wrap up. Will you take Lukaku back over Oba? We need strike. Nope. Get out of it. Big up yourself, Dinishin, though. You don't get out of it, but Lukaku can. No one says usually don't agree with Kai, but he's spot on.
Nope.
As usual.
Your point for real, lying to prove Kai wrong. I just let the whole conversation.
No, that's not what it is. I think it's about the signings. We start the conversation about the signings, and
we changed most of the team, man. We changed most of the team. It shows that we changed most of the team.
Yeah, but the team was already there. He just rearranged the team.
Martin was still there.
William was there.
Did not change.
Fabregas was there. Hazard was there. Hazard is the only one who was there, man. He sold Martin. He
wasn't the only one that was there.
Cahill was there. Cahill and Terry were there.
Ivanovic was there.
Cahill and Terry was not.
As was what's his face? Ivanovic. Like it's half the team, bro.
Seven players.
Ivanovic was way before that. Terry was way before that. Gary Cahill was way before that.
Would you say 7 players is a big change of a team?
It wasn't 7.
It wasn't 7.
Hold up. I've got it. Big up Cameron saying 1 player won't change our injury list. I'm seeing a lot of news about inbound players, but not outbound, and this worries me. Same issues, new owners. I think getting rid is probably going to be the harder issue for us right now. It all depends on just who we can bring in to try and, I don't know, make the season look a lot better towards the end. But it is what it is. Just bring in whoever we can. We'll see how they perform. We're not making football anyway, so I don't really care too much. But guys, I got to bounce. I'm meant to be on Saeed's stream. Link is in the comment section, so check that out, people. Big up everybody that's locked in. We'll be back. Like, subscribe.